It is a beautiful day. A beautiful day. Oh God, let's see. Beautiful rising, y'all. I hope y'all are having an amazing morning. Y'all know what time it is, child. It don't change. The time don't change. So y'all know what time it is. Your daily astrology, y'all. With the Lady Empath, 1111. It's hump day, Wednesday. We might do a wind down Wednesday tonight. I'm not sure yet. Let's get my oils going, y'all. How we feeling today, y'all? Let me get y'all pulled up on the other phone so I can see who I'm talking to. Oh, it's a little cloudy here. I think it's supposed to rain today. Let me know what it looked like. What it be like. Oh, y'all, yes, I do wake up like this every morning. Just hush, okay? I really do. What the hell else you gotta do, y'all? Might as well wake up in a good mood. Hell, life gonna life regardless, right? Hey, y'all, it's 7:17. Now I see y'all. Who we got, y'all? I ain't put my glasses on yet, y'all. Montrese, Mona, Alera. Hey, y'all. Samantha, good morning. Hey, Trey. All right, y'all, we're going to get into this energy, y'all. Today is Wednesday. All right, let me get my little reading glasses on. 7:17, y'all. 7 is spirituality. 1 is new beginnings. See, the only difference between us, the chosen, y'all, and others is that we literally wake up and say, you know what? I can be whoever I want to be today. That's what them superpowers give us, y'all. Y'all know we superheroes. We are, y'all. Stop playing. We are superheroes. Why? Because you could have had a horrible day yesterday and end up a millionaire today. Why? Because it's based on your mindset, y'all. And many people will never change their mindset, right? But as the chosen, we understand that as a man thinking, so is he, child. So you think I'm about to get out my bed every morning and be mad, right? Sad, gloomy, right? That will literally, y'all, change your life. That's how people end up in depression, y'all. They can't shake one. Oh, this is a message for somebody. Most people I'm hearing God say end up in depression because they have one circumstance, one situation, one major event that takes place in their life. And instead of them using that event to alchemize the energy, what is that? Increase, ascend, do something, child, right? They sit in it, right? And when you sit in it, guess what, y'all? Now you depressed, right? Now you've been in the same place, the same position for what, 20, 30 years, y'all. Today, wake up and change your mind. Do something better. Do something different, y'all. Because let me tell you, if your mindset has been the same, yet you complain to God and ask why your circumstances have not, because your mind ain't changed, y'all. As a man thinking, so is he. Always remember that. So stop asking God when God gonna show up and ask God, why hasn't God shown up? I can guarantee you it's your mind, child. It's your mind. Thank you, love. Thank you for the flower. We're going to get into this daily astrology, y'all. Love, life, and relationships with the Lady Empath, 1111, y'all. All right, today, y'all, it might be a little emotional, y'all, because Scorpio, y'all, we have major, when I say major transitions, all right, so we have Sun in Cancer. Y'all saw it on the thumbnail, right? We have Moon in Scorpio, right? And then we have Venus in Leo, y'all, right? All of those, number one, are deeply intuitive signs, deeply passionate signs, y'all. So I'm gonna tell you, if your gifts, right, your downloads are like off the chain, child, just get the journaling, child. It's pouring, raining. Yeah, it's cloudy here. So I think it's gonna rain here as well. So, and I'm gonna tell you, y'all, those are the best days to do what? Take a nap and listen to God, child. I love rainy days, y'all. Anybody who hates rainy days is because you always feel like you got to be outside. And when you feel like you got to be doing something all the time, it's simply because you are not comfortable sitting still and listening to God. A beautiful rainy day with all of this moon and Scorpio energy, y'all. This shit will set your whole life free. Let me tell you, y'all, somebody in the next 3 days, you're going to get so many downloads that you are literally going to plan out the next 6 months of your life. By July 1st, you are already going to know everything that you're going to be doing until December 31st. Now, clock that T. And then put 777 in the comments. Oh, how y'all doing? Y'all know me. I love it. Put 777 in the comments, y'all. That's a message for somebody. All right. The emotional energy, y'all, is deep and powerful today, y'all. As the moon moves into passionate Scorpio, early this morning, y'all. All right, water sign energy is taking the wheel. If you have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces anywhere, y'all, in your top three, you will feel it significantly. But if you have water anywhere heavily in your natal charts, y'all, and that's why I say you really need to understand your natal chart, because if you have high degrees, right, of, let's say, water in major planetary mood energies, right, it will impact you, y'all. Stop talking about I'm a Gemini, I'm a Leo girl, I'm an Aries. Your sun sign is actually not as significant, y'all, as your rising. So if you want to look at astrology, then you need to look at all three, because all three is at least is going to give you a better picture. All right. Let's talk about it, y'all. So, water sign energy is taking the wheel, y'all, making it a perfect day to connect authentically and read between the lines, y'all. That's what the water energy does. See, water gets into everything, and then water holds memory, y'all. You got to be educated, you got to be knowledgeable, right? Water holds memory. And in water, there is nothing that water cannot get into if there is an opening, right? So you got to be open, y'all, because that's the contingency, right? See, for the water to get in, the information to get in, the knowledge to get in, the wisdom to get in, and the understanding to get in, you got to be open, y'all. Most people ain't open. They already think about dumb shit, y'all. They can't even focus on what I'm saying right now. Hello. So, what you got to understand, y'all, is this, right? When you want to make it perfect, right? The energy today is it, right? It's making it perfect, y'all. It's a day to connect authentically, read between the lines. Why? The Cancer sun is trining the Scorpio moon, y'all. That is a trine. What is that? Three. Hello, woo, trine, triangle, three. Empress energy. What have we been teaching all week, y'all? Right? Empress energy, right? Emperor energy is creation, right? The number three is creativity, it's creation, right? God created the world, the heavens and the earth in 3 days. God created man on the sixth day. What is it? 36 people watching. Why? Because I don't never make it up. Hello. So it ain't nothing that God can't do in 3 days. Say that shit. Hello. Somebody. You got to understand. I don't know what this is that's going on in your life right now, but I literally just heard God say, it is nothing that cannot be undone, redone, come up all anew in 3 days. Why? Because this is the energy, y'all. And when you understand God, you understand the word, because all of y'all want to be talking about a biblical word that y'all really don't even understand. Right? If you really understand the biblical word, then you will understand it is universal energy along with God, y'all. So this trine that we are experiencing, when God created the heavens and the earth, right? Now we got the Cancer sun, which is trining the Scorpio moon at what? 8:42 a.m. this morning, y'all. This is wrapping us in a protective, nurturing embrace. Why? Because it's three. Three is creativity, mama energy, feminine energy, wrapping you, nurturing. Who is that, y'all? The Empress. Hello. We've been teaching on the Empress all week, y'all. I can never make it up, right? So what you got to understand is today isn't about surface level small talk. It's about creating a safe space where you and your partner or crush or yourself, right, can let your guard down. Because if you single, you cannot attract anybody if you over here looking mad and crazy. right? If you are in a relationship, y'all can't build anything if the two cannot become one. Hello, what is that? You got to agree, right? So today, you should feel like a sanctuary, right? You are the sanctuary. You are the church. You are the Christ. Ain't none of that shit outside of you, right? When God was coming for the church, he was coming for you as a person, right? So what you got to understand is you are the sanctuary, y'all. You are the safe space. You are everything that you need. And when you become everything that you need, now you can be that for somebody else. Thank you for the sparkle, y'all. Right? So you got to understand, y'all, whatever it is that you desire also desires you when you become it. Hello. Stop talking about who and what you want if that's not who you are. Don't say you want a good woman if you're not a good man, right? Don't say you want a good man if you're not a good woman. Don't say that you want a good relationship with your children if you're not a good parent. But do not say that you want a better relationship with your parents if you're not a good child, right? Every relationship is reciprocity, duality, yin yang, motherfuckers, yin yang. Yin yang, yin yang. Oh, sorry, y'all. I digress. 727, y'all. 7 is spirituality. 2 is decision making, y'all. You got to make the decision, y'all. Stop playing. All right, y'all. 1211, the moon squared Jupiter. All right, moon square Jupiter at 8:42 this morning. We got the sun trining the moon. All right, at 12:36 this afternoon, the intense emotions or power struggles are possible, but breathe before reacting, y'all. This afternoon, 5:49, going into this evening, I may do a wind down Wednesday, y'all. I gotta see, but I'll let y'all know probably before this live is over with, or definitely on the Discord. All right. So let's see, y'all. A spark of unexpected. All right. Because at 5:49, y'all, the sun semi-sextiles Uranus, right? So a spark of unexpected. Stay open, y'all, to surprises. All right, so the overall vibe today, y'all, is intuitive. Hello, because the moon is in Scorpio. Why do I know, bitch? Because my moon is in Scorpio. And y'all know I read my ass off. Stop playing. Hello. Scorpio moon people are highly intuitive, y'all. You got to know your placements. I didn't have a choice in my gifts. I didn't have a choice, y'all. My natal chart is a gifted motherfucker that see through walls. Hello. Didn't have a choice. Why? Because it's my legacy. Y'all got to understand there is no coincidence ever. What they say? No coincidence is under the sun, or no coincidence is in God, right? Look at your natal charts. I can tell you who you are. And y'all be over here trying to figure it out 20 years later. What kind of job should I have, lady? Have you looked at your natal chart? Right? What kind of person should I date, lady? Have you looked at your natal chart? You got to know who you are, y'all. God has left you a way to navigate this world, except your ass was reading the Bible. You was reading the Bible, talking about you needed a blueprint. No, you need to know who the hell you are, y'all. If you don't know who you are, even the Bible ain't gonna help you. That's why many people have fallen prey, y'all, to false prophecy. Y'all know how them raggedy people always like to come on here talking about false prophets and shit. You don't need a prophet if you know who you are, y'all. That's why I'm not nobody's prophetess. I'm a seer. I'm gonna tell your ass everything I see. Right? You don't need a prophetess if you know yourself. I ain't never had to go to nobody and ask them to prophesy shit, y'all. Stop playing. When I tell you I have a ringing in my ear, when I tell you I feel like I just got off of a flight, somebody, did your ears just pop? When I tell you the whole quality of my hearing just changed, y'all. Stop playing. Monitoring ass spirits. Hello. All right, let me tell you y'all something. What makes you feel the most safe and protected in relationships? That's all it is, y'all. You just need to know who you are. Because when you know who you are, you know who you should be in relationships with. You know who you should not be with, y'all. And a lot of times we don't know who we are. And y'all, somebody, you experimenting with your life. You know how you bake a cake or cookies, y'all, with no damn measuring tools and shit? You know that shit ain't gonna come out right. Anyone who is a pastry chef And I'm talking about a real pastry chef, not your grandma cake. Stop playing. Because your grandma cake used to be what? Hit or miss. Hello. Right? Y'all, my grandma made fire pound cake, okay? My grandma would make fire pound cake. But child, some days I'd be like, Grandma, what happened? She'd be like, baby, I think I missed a step. Hello. Somebody, God saying you missing a step because you don't even know who you are. And a lot of times you want, right, people, your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your sister, them, to tell you who you are, when God simply says, I have left you a blueprint because you were born under the sun at a certain time, right? There were certain stars and planetary alignments, y'all. Y'all better watch Alchemy of the Souls, y'all. I tell you, I think I'm going to start it again today because God keeps saying that. These two just fell out, y'all. All right, somebody, look, you on the right track. You on the right track, but there's something you just don't see right now, y'all. Stop playing. Yeah, somebody, you live near railroad tracks, you on the right track. It says you going in the right direction. You are, right? So just keep moving forward, y'all. Like somebody, you are absolutely on the path that God wants you to be on, but you got to keep moving. Why you stopping, y'all? Because somebody, you feel like it's something you don't see. It says navigate, though, through the eclipse of concealment, y'all. Because that's faith, y'all. When people be talking about, oh, you need to exercise faith, y'all don't even understand what faith means. Faith means I don't know what's on the other side of this fog. I don't know where God is taking me. But guess what? I got a plan. Follow the track, y'all. Follow the tracks, the railroad. Follow God, y'all. Even when you can't see where you going, you know you going somewhere. Stop playing, y'all. Beautiful rising. Hey, y'all. I'm the Lady Empath. 1111, y'all. Love, life, and astrology, y'all. I hope y'all are having an amazing morning, y'all. Go ahead and send those hearts up, y'all. I appreciate the gift so far, y'all. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. And continue to send them, y'all. Let's see. All right, somebody, you're on the right track. All right. Even though you don't see it, it says understanding the cyclical nature of hidden phases and awaiting revelations. That's all it is, y'all. It's exactly what I said. Somebody, this is just a hidden phase. Why? Because the sky is the clarity. I could never make it up, y'all. Somebody, you finna get clarity. What did I say, y'all? God made the heavens and the earth in 3 days. In 3 cards, y'all. God has said you on the right track. Why? Because even though you don't see it, I'm about to show your ass. Why? It's coming through the universe. What is that? The moon in the sky. I could never make it up. Hello. That's why y'all need to know planetary alignment. See, these next 3 days astrologically are very significant, y'all. Matter of fact, I think, have I posted it? I need to post on the Discord, y'all. This moon is going to be in Scorpio for 3 days, y'all, before it moves into Sagittarius. God says 63 people, y'all. Put 333 in the comments. 333 in the comments. Oh, damn. Now we got 66. Stop playing, y'all. Right? So what you got to understand is this, y'all. You are getting the support you need from God and the universe, and you felt like you needed it from everybody else. See, 333 is the number of support, and it's so many of us, y'all, that you look for all of the support you needed in other people around you, but you never looked inward. God is your support. God is your clarity. God is your direction. At the point the people, us, gave our power away to people in a pulpit who never knew God, who never embraced God. You gave it to statues and figurines, and you was waiting on some statue to tell you some shit, where you realized that you didn't have to go to the priest to confess anything. All you had to do was listen to God. You don't need a pope. You don't need a pastor. You don't need no damn body other than a real relationship with God. People don't like that, y'all. They're never going to push that because they're pushing an agenda. And the agenda is business. And business says if you're going to make real money, then you need to be in a building so that you can have all of these people come over here to this building so that now you can push the agenda of business rather than the agenda of God. I come to y'all with God every morning and I ain't in nobody's building. Hello. Other than the home that I own. Hello. How y'all doing, y'all? I am the Lady Empath, 1111, y'all. I I love my life, child. Y'all know I have fun. Why? Because why not? What you over there pissy footing for? Oh, pissy face, God? I'm sorry. God said pissy face. Oh, because they pussy footing. Okay, my bad. Okay, I'm sorry. My God say, okay, so my spirit guide just said, yeah, y'all pussy footing. And that's why y'all over there pissy face. Them a lot of PPPs, y'all. Somebody, y'all better stop getting them people money. Them damn PPP loans. Stop playing. Mm. Religion is man-made, y'all. God is consciousness. Consciousness is within. Ain't nobody told you that you need to go to no damn body religion, y'all. Y'all crazy as hell. Even when the Orthodox Church started, y'all. The Orthodox Church belongs in God and God alone. But you don't need that, y'all. You don't need nobody to tell you that. All you needed to understand is that God is on the inside of you and it's your own consciousness. If you do some shit and you feel like it's wrong, hello, that's God, right? If you do some shit and you know damn well you shouldn't be doing it because it is morally incorrect, hello, that's God. Now we do live in this world. So what does that look like? The motherfucking law. So if your ass break the law and you go to jail, that's God and the law. Because that's all these spiritual people, y'all, that be acting like you shouldn't have the law. No, it is duality of the 3D and the 5D. God told you that. The sun and the moon is duality, y'all. Man and woman. Adam and Eve. I don't give a fuck who y'all want to see it as, y'all. So you have to have both. Yes, you need the damn legal system. Hello, because we would be in anarchy and chaos. But then you need God too. Why? Because people crazy and you need humanity. Hello. Oh, we teaching this morning, y'all. All right, so somebody, you finna get a sky of clarity. Yeah, about your roots, child. Say that, y'all. Somebody, you finna find out something about your family. Your roots, your traditions, something. You finna get to the root of something, y'all. You finna get clarity. That, girl, that thing says soar into the boundless sky of clarity, where insights are as infinite as the azure expanses. Somebody, all of you, you about to see everything. Everything. It says, so ground yourself right now, right? Because you've been established a level of stability in your life, y'all, and your love and your career. This is legacy building, y'all. Like when you look at the roots on this card, it's like, this is legacy building. This is you understanding that when you know who you are, you can build your legacy. Y'all be trying to look at your mama, cousin, sister, brother, them, and think that that's an indication of your legacy. That's what they built, y'all. They ain't got shit because they didn't want shit. Hello. So stop looking at the lack mentality of all of the raggedy people around you and feel like, oh, I'm going to build a legacy. Not the fuck there you ain't, y'all. You got to understand, you need fertile ground. Somebody, wherever you are, you can't even plant there because nothing grows there. I'm seeing a desert. Like I'm seeing a dirty, nasty, dingy desert. The city, I don't know. Somebody, you live in a nasty, low vibrational ass place is what I'm seeing. And you trying to plant roots there? You ain't never seen nothing grow. So what make you think you finna be different? That's what I don't understand about people, y'all. If you have seen everybody around you in one particular area or place fail, but you gonna go, that's what I say about business, y'all. Have y'all ever seen one restaurant close and another restaurant come there? And then that restaurant close and another restaurant come there? And you know me, y'all, I'm a fucking CPA. I be looking at people like, you are fucking stupid. You don't see the pattern? Pattern recognition, y'all. It ain't prophecy. Y'all be over here thinking somebody done just told you a whole life. No, I tell you your life because I can recognize patterns. I have a deep, deep understanding of analytical knowledge as a CPA and someone who is very intuitive. So let's say we having a life coach and you say, I want to open a restaurant. I'm going to say, where's the location? You going to say blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say, what was that before? A restaurant. What was it before that? A restaurant. Oh, but my food different. Bitch, it ain't about the food. It's the location, retard. Y'all better learn some shit today. Hello. I don't know why y'all think y'all gonna be different. Everything ain't about your gift, your talent, or your food. Sometimes it's your location. Hello. Who needed that message. Hey, y'all, I got 89 people watching and 47 thumbs up. If you are enjoying the content, give the video a thumbs up. If you are butthurt, then get off my live. If you don't like it, move ahead. We still early. You got time to get the hell on. And everybody else, double tap the screen. Thank you, y'all. So somebody, God is saying you're on the right track. Whatever you feel like is hidden is actually not, because the sky of clarity is about to open up and it's about to show you some type of stability or whatever it is that you need to plant concerning love and career in a place where it can bloom, y'all. Where it can bloom, not some desolate land. Look, embrace yourself. Honor your worth. Because let me tell you, y'all. Okay, let me tell you, I got to make it plain for y'all. God said, make it plain, mama, make it plain. I got you, love. Okay, let me tell you something. When you are trying to honor your worth, right, what are you doing? You are charging for a service. You are charging for your whatever, right? But if you are in a poverty-stricken place, you are limited by the people, y'all. That's supply and demand, right? See, you got to understand, if you living in a poverty-ass stricken place and you trying to offer a luxury service and you can only charge $100 because these people broke, you're never going to get what you worth. Does that make sense? Hello. Right? So somebody, you on the right track, whether this is love, whether this is career, y'all, you are on the right track. But you got to step into your own love, your own acceptance, and you got to do it on your own, y'all. I ain't never seen The Chosen with a bunch of people. I ain't never seen The Chosen still living around their mom and dad of them, y'all. Y'all dumb as fuck. Why do you think God says that you have to come from among them? See, I have to kill y'all. I have to kill y'all in the spirit and in church, y'all. Unalive, I should say. I guess I shouldn't say that. I'm not talking about that, YouTube. Sorry, right? You got to understand, it's false narratives, y'all. It's false narratives that keep y'all stuck. You paint a false narrative of what it is that you feel legacy building is. You feel building a legacy is staying in some impoverished ass town with people that don't like you, that don't even want you to see you excel. But when God says you got to come from among them, that shit is real. You ain't the people in your own life will never support you. The people in your own life will never uplift you. The people in your own life will never be your support system. Because God does that, y'all. Look, that's the sculpture of self. Say that shit, God. Beautiful messages this morning. Thank you, Shisa Diddy. You are the sunshine of my life. That's why you'll always be around. Sorry, y'all. Y'all got me singing this morning. You are the sunshine of my life. Oh, child, somebody, you got to release something, right? See, there's a gentle release that's taking place in the collective because there's a labyrinth of choices, y'all. A labyrinth of choices. What does that mean? You got to decide, y'all. Let me tell you something. Everybody that grows up and they come into this world, let me tell you something. We got to talk about it, y'all. All right, my collective, let's ride. Let's talk about it. Okay. We are put into this world as a soul, y'all, as a soul. 744, y'all. 7 is spirituality. 4 is foundation. But we have to set the foundation by which we build. We have to set the foundation by which we build. The foundation of the Lord standing sure, having this seal. Those who are called by God already know how to build the foundation. The foundation is God. I told you, I will give your ass scripture because I grew up in church. Hello. But I'm going to give your ass faith in God and yourself. It ain't had nothing to do with religion. It ain't had nothing to do with the Bible. The Bible is great, y'all. The foundation of the Lord standeth sure, for sure. That's scripture. But what's your foundation, y'all? And a lot of y'all foundation is based on a mama and a daddy, right? Who were broken ass motherfuckers. But you over here talking about my mama them, my daddy them, my grandma them, my family. That's not your fucking family. The family is the family that you create. Because you are the chosen. And God calls you from among everybody. If you are a real chosen one. Now, if you are meant to you Okay, let me tell you this, because y'all don't get it. Okay. Classism is real in this world. Hierarchy is real in this world. Not everybody is chosen. Some of y'all will not get this message, and it is fine, right? Some people will live a middle class, hushy cushy life, be married 40 years, 2 kids, a dog, never have many problems in life, and that's beautiful. You're not the chosen one. It's just real. Cause Jesus, y'all don't take that shit in the Bible, right? Jesus was beat on, lied on. Jesus walked among the thieves, y'all, hung next to the murderer and the thief, right? So if you are a chosen one, you damn well better believe you gonna be crucified. And y'all look at middle class America who are not chosen, and then you want to compare your life to middle class America when you the chosen one. Okay, tell me how that work out. Got your ass in bed depressed. Hello. That shit got your ass in bed depressed. Because you over here trying to compare yourself to people who aren't chosen. These people meant to live in poverty because they chose not to heal. These people meant to live certain lifestyles because of what? We all have a labyrinth of choices, y'all. We all have a labyrinth of choices. You are put here with a portal, and the portal is your mama coochie. The portal is your mama coochie. And your daddy got the seed, she got the egg. You get here, and now you better damn decide. Why? Because there is an ocean of possibilities. Hello. Because there is an ocean of possibilities. You got to decide which way do I go? Which way do I go? Well, it better be forward. Hello, somebody, you finna go forward. See, this is a message for somebody who is now sculpting themselves, y'all. See, this person right here that I'm looking at, let me tell you, y'all, under this moon in Scorpio energy, especially with Venus in Leo. See, Leo is courageous, y'all. Like, Leo is courage. The cowardly lion is not so cowardly, y'all. And that's what y'all gotta understand. I ain't never seen a Leo. Me, she, her, bitches. Hello. Right? Leo sun, hello, that's been afraid of anything. I ain't scared of nobody. I bully the bullies, bitches. Right? You bully me, bitch, you gonna get bullied. Don't ever come for me. Because when I come, I bring fire and hailstone. Hello. So when you understand who you are, y'all, people can't bully you. Because when God show up, and they asses get karma, they know who they getting it, y'all. They know why they life falling apart. It ain't a motherfucker in my life, y'all, who life ain't fell apart because they knew they was fucking with a chosen one. Y'all, I've been chosen all my life. Been preaching and prophesying and singing and dancing before the Lord all my life. But people want to paint their narratives about who the chosen one is. If y'all ride or die for me, most of y'all grew up in church. Y'all ain't never been peasants, y'all. Y'all have done, right, low vibrational things. And that is why most of y'all don't resonate with the other people in this world, especially when you talk about love, y'all, and twin flame shit, because they deliver that message, y'all, based on a worldview of a broken ass woman that's chasing a man. But when you are the chosen one, you are being called by God. You've been preaching and prophesying since you came out your mama womb. You ain't never chased a man. So you damn sure ain't chasing no damn twin flame, y'all. So then you listen to these low vibrational ass readers, people in this world, and they trying to tell you who you are. That's why you got to understand somebody, you on the right track. Y'all better stop listening to low vibrational people. Them people were broken as fuck. They get in relationships, then the woman is broken, she crying, she chasing a man, he running, he avoided, all of that dumb shit. That is not the chosen, y'all. That's stupid. Not legacy bitches. I talk to legacy bitches, y'all. And that's why we got to understand who we are. Hello, my ladies, we legacy, y'all. We've always done the right thing. We ain't never drugged people. We ain't never cheated on people. We ain't never done that shit, y'all. We've been good women all our damn lives, or good men. Why? Because it was in our DNA. You legacy, y'all. When you legacy, you ain't sleeping around. You probably got married young and had a bunch of kids because you felt like that's what you needed to do. And if you got pregnant, you damn sure got married early because that's what you felt like you were supposed to do. You are a legacy bitch. Put that in the comments. I'm legacy. Y'all be talking to low vibrational readers, right? That picked up a deck of tarot cards and started trying to tell people about their life. I do this shit out the womb. Somebody, you about to go forward. Look. And you going into the winds of fortune. Somebody, a cruise or a sailboat could be very significant. I keep seeing a lot of boats, y'all. It's giving me Six of Swords energy. Somebody, you could be in a major transition in your life. A lot of water energy as well, y'all. And I feel like that's due to this Scorpio moon. All right, sun is in Cancer. Somebody, you have choices and you're going to choose wisely, or you already have. And because of that, you finna walk into a lot of fortune, y'all. It says, allow the winds of fortune to guide your skills, maneuvering through life's opportunities. Somebody, you finna get a major opportunity. Now, I'm gonna tell you, you may, look, I could not, what did I just say? I just said you finna get a major opportunity. Look at this shit. That thing says a worthy goal, y'all, gate of opportunities, and cloud of unknowing. Somebody, you're simply in a cloud of unknowing right now. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. You, who is that talking about? Sebastian, you welcome, love. Let me tell you, y'all, right? Somebody, you are in a cloud of unknowing right now. Right now. But that's when you have to, I heard go power activate. That's when you got to activate your faith, y'all. Go power activate. That is an activation of your faith. Because yeah, you don't know, y'all. It says float on the clouds of the unknown. Surrender to the mystery and embrace the sacred within. Why? Because if you cannot see, you can fucking feel, y'all. And when you can feel, you can always hear God. I don't care if I am somewhere where I feel like I cannot fucking hear God. Guess what? You can feel him. All you got to do is say, hey, God, or her, because God is an energy. So somebody be mad because you say God is a him or a her. I don't give a fuck what you call God. But if your ass grew up in church, you're likely to say him, y'all. That's just real. Right? So I'm going to tell you something, y'all. Semantics, all right? Let's talk about it, y'all. God is a energy. We are energy. A lot of times, y'all looking for an outward sign for what it is that you need to do. But it shows up in your body. When you cannot sleep, God talking to you, right? Insomnia is not a thing for the chosen. Insomnia. Y'all, why would God not want you to sleep? That is the dumbest thing. Insomnia is not of God. You got to understand, if you can't sleep at night, who you fighting in your sleep? What you got going on? Me, man, I'm out about 9:30, 10:30. I'm sleeping through the whole damn night. I sleep so good, I don't even remember what the hell I dreamt half the damn time. And I've always been like that. I don't, who the hell have insomnia, y'all? Unless you have just come out of surgery and you were purging the anesthesia out your system, then you should be sleeping at night, y'all. And y'all take simple things like that and try to take Ambien and all of this stuff instead of asking God, why can't I sleep? Why can't I sleep? Is it that you're sleeping next to an evil person that won't let you rest? Is it because you got negative energy in your house and it is not a safe space? Is it because you're holding on to something that you need to let go of? Right? See, there are a lot of reasons why you don't sleep, y'all. And people would rather take medicine, which is simply what? A cover up for the real problem, y'all. Because let me tell you, if you can't smoke a little weed and go to sleep, something wrong with you. Get your ass an indica. If that indica don't put you out, something wrong with you. Right? If you can't get you a get in the couch, then something wrong with you. Because I go to sleep off of sativa. So I'm going to tell you, indica, girl, I'm going to be sleeping 2 days. I say that to say, y'all, right? I say that to say, y'all, it means that there are natural remedies for what you trying to medicate, y'all. That's real. And you still got to understand why you trying to medicate it. Because a natural remedy, y'all, is actually not going to medicate it. It's going to make you see it and fix it. Hello. That's why y'all don't like to smoke. That's for everybody that don't smoke. Oh, I can't smoke. Weird shit be going on. God be showing you, y'all. Yeah, That's what the people be saying. Oh, I can't smoke. I get paranoid because you already paranoid, y'all. Smoking don't do nothing but intensify who the fuck you are. So guess what? I'm highly gifted. So if I smoke, bitch, I'm seeing your underwear. What is you talking about? I'm seeing through walls, y'all. Stop playing. But if you are a paranoid, crazy ass person, then guess what? Go on smoke. You gonna be crazier. All it do is bring out you. Ha! All right, let's get to the last message, y'all, so I can clarify. Well, y'all, stop playing. What did I say? I could never make it up. What I say? It bring out you. What is that? The veil. I love my gift. It's beautiful. Hello. Girl, that thing say, seek truth, y'all. Seek truth. What is behind the illusion? See, sometimes y'all don't want to see what's behind the damn illusion. Hey, coach, y'all don't want to see the truth, y'all. And when you smoke and sit your ass down and God starts showing you people, you see them, but you don't want to believe it. Somebody, you don't want to believe what God shows you. But there's an emerging dawn at the bottom of this deck, y'all. What is that? You about to see. It says, trust that every ending is another beginning coming in disguise. Somebody, I'm just going to tell you, this is beautiful energy, but this is a real ass message, y'all. This is showing me that somebody, there's a relationship or relationships around you that are actually coming to an end. And I'm telling you, it's been disguised for a very long time. Now, let me tell you the journey to self, y'all. I can't even get it out. The journey to becoming the chosen one means that you will literally start plucking people out of your life, plucking them out, plucking out. But it's like the ring of a tree. Somebody you work outside, somebody, I'm seeing oak trees, I'm seeing tree rings, y'all. So you know how you can tell the age of a tree, right? By the rings around it. Right? Let me tell you something. For the chosen, you can tell the age of your soul, y'all. Right? But let me tell you, all of them goddamn people were never meant to be around you. So what you have to do is start plucking them out. But it's your outside circle first, right? So now you understand that the outside circle got to go. So you plucking them off, you plucking them off, you plucking them off. If you have not double tapped the screen, y'all, please like the video. Now, at some point as the chosen, why bitch? Because you are the one, 757, right? 7 is spirituality, 5 is change, right? You are the chosen one, right? Ain't nobody else really gonna be around, y'all. Not in the capacity of being your equal. That's just real. I ain't gonna mince my damn words. Not in the capacity of being who you are. Because God wouldn't say the chosen one. And see, y'all like to try to make that shit fit. Well, no, because God say we the chosen few. You will come together with like-minded people. But I'm talking about a family, y'all. When your natural... Hello. Breaker, 1, 2. Breaker, 1, 2. If everyone is in your family is unhealed, I'm not talking about good families of healed individuals. And I like this because I'm going to call Marky out for a minute. I love Marky because her mom has done major healing work for someone who was like my mom, right? Very deeply spiritual, right? And now to have an open mind, they have a great relationship. My mom, on the other hand, ain't going to never get out of that deep-rooted spiritual church shit. When your family does the work, now y'all agree, right? God says, how can two come together unless they agree, right? So if your mom and them don't agree with who the fuck you becoming, then you can't be around them motherfuckers. And if they ass is healed and now y'all agree, then you can. Why? Because this world is choices, y'all. And you all have to make a choice. And you do not have to be around people when they choose not to do the goddamn work. That's stupid. And when you see they ass, and somebody, you are seeing the veil of illusion of the people around you who really not doing the work. How do you know people not doing the work? Because they fucking life shows it. They life show it. They can't keep friends. They fighting with everybody. They stealing people money. They lying. They can't keep good homes, cars, shit getting repossessed. They life been a shit show all day life. Why? Because that's pattern recognition, y'all. People don't change. And when people don't change, their life don't change. So for everybody that feel like you cursed by God because your life ain't changing, you're not changing. That's stupid. And I hate that people make God feel like God's schizophrenic. Well, what's wrong, God? You said if I trust you, then I'm going to be blessed. What's wrong, God? You said if I just do this, I'm going to be blessed. No, God ain't say that. God said if you follow me, which means what, motherfucker? You got to move your feet. Hello. Change. Change, y'all. If you are still trying to be the same person that you were 20 years ago, then you're not. Who are you? Right? I change daily. I look forward to my changes, y'all. Like, I literally look forward to changing. I look forward to the messages of God every day. I look forward to the revelation. I look forward to see what's next. If you over here saying, I just want to sit here in this spot where I'm at all day, every day, then you are not the chosen one. Because the chosen one ain't never sitting still. Never. Because you always got what? A worthy goal, y'all. Somebody, you got real goals. Let's talk about it, y'all. All right, y'all. Welcome to the live, y'all. I am the Lady Empath. 1111, y'all. There's an emerging dawn that's taking place over the collective at this time, y'all. And you are definitely on the right track. So I want to see what this energy is. All right, y'all. Double tap the screen. Let's see if we can get to 100. All right, 100 on the thumbs up, y'all. Where's my Kipper deck? I'm seeing Kipper. All right, y'all, let's see. What does this look like in the 3D? All right, y'all know how I do, right? Until 8 o'clock, we're talking astrology. All of this is absolutely based on today's transit, y'all. All right, sometimes you got to choose what's best for you, and it starts with a gentle release. Somebody, I feel like a feminine energy, you have gently released something. This could be a masculine, y'all, so that this masculine can actually sculpture himself. See, a lot of times in relationships, somebody, this could just be your masculine child, right? It doesn't have to be a love situation. But for the feminine energy, I'm seeing a gentle release because you begin to embrace yourself. And at that point, everyone understands that they have to make a choice just like you made a choice, y'all. See, somebody, this is a masculine who's learning how to sculpture themselves. It says create a new identity. Embrace change and rediscover yourself, crafting a narrative aligned with your true essence. Or if you a man and you listening to me, this is you, right? God is saying it's time for you to sculpture yourself, honor yourself. It says shape and sculpture of self-honoring, the perpetual act of forming and expressing your identity. Many men in this world don't have their own identity. Why? Because many of them were told who they were going to be. They didn't get to choose, y'all, especially if you a man that looked like me. Hello, why? Because your mama them told you who you was going to be. You going to play ball. You going to take care of this family. Oh, you talented. You need to be a musician. If your mother did not encourage you to go to college and get an education so that you can have a career, as well as your sports, then that ain't a mama, y'all. Right? Everything is in balance. It's nothing wrong with a mother pushing their child to play sports. But if she ain't pushed education the way she pushed them sports, and then let me tell you, if she pushed them sports so you could take care of her ass, stop playing, y'all. That's the veil of illusion, y'all. Somebody, you got to see the truth of why people are showing up in your life the way that they are, y'all. Because some people will have a goddamn agenda. The people who brought you in this world always have an agenda. Ficky, remix. The two people, your mother and your father, who brought you in this world always have an agenda. And whether that agenda is to be a great parent, to motivate you to be the best person that you are, or to fill their own selfish needs because they did not feel love and they just started having fucking children and y'all grew up in poverty. Hello, right? Whatever the agenda is, y'all, people don't just have children. There's always a fucking agenda. That's stupid. People don't just have children. There's an agenda. Even if the agenda was to keep your damn man. Stop playing, y'all. Everybody has an agenda. You don't just decide to have kids one day because it just happened, right? Because let me tell you, if that shit just happened, then your agenda was you weren't careful. So you was trying to have a baby. Simple. Right? Right? Simple, y'all. All you got to understand is that. All right, what's the right track? Let's clarify the right track. All right, clarify the right track for the collectives. All right. Look, y'all, I can fucking not make it up. I love my spirit, guys. When I tell you my gift never misses, hello. We clarifying the right track, y'all. What we got? Pathway. Of course, somebody, you could be 35. All right. Somebody you are. I mean, I'm talking about this pathway is your divine pathway, y'all. I cannot make it up. Pathway might as well be clarifying pathway, y'all. So whoever this is, God is saying you are absolutely on the right track. Somebody, this could be work related with toils and labor under the bottom of the debt, y'all. But somebody, God is saying you are absolutely on the right path, y'all. You could be seeing monarch butterflies, y'all. Somebody, you could be getting fresh mulch. I'm seeing like fresh mulch. All right, somebody, you're on the right path. What is this eclipse of concealment then? All right, what's the eclipse of concealment? Poverty. I told you. A lack mindset, y'all. Poverty came out. I told you. Somebody, you grew up with a poverty mindset or in poverty. And let me tell you, y'all, rich people got a poverty mindset. Don't act like it's about money. A poverty mindset ain't about money. A poverty mindset is you always telling yourself what you can't have. Broken ass people. Y'all got billionaires, y'all. Billionaires with poverty mindsets. Always talking about what you can't have, y'all. So somebody, the eclipse of concealment here is your poverty mindset. You don't feel like you can have it when God is trying to tell you the sky is the limit, y'all. Sky is the limit to what I can have. Who is that, y'all? Just believe and receive it. God will perform it today. Hey. Hey, just believe and receive it. God will perform it today. Yeah, I expect a miracle every day. God will make a way out of no way. I expect a miracle every day. God will make a way out of no way. Y'all, stop playing. Who that? Twinkie, the Clark sisters, I think, y'all. Y'all, okay, somebody, you can have whatever you want, y'all. The sky is the limit, y'all. You just have to seek clarity. Like the damn card says, seek clarity, y'all. Like somebody, you got to seek clarity. It says embrace openness and insight, allowing life's truth to reveal themselves, y'all. Somebody, you just need to sit down long enough and ask God. Somebody, maybe you asking people. All right, but you gotta ask God. Like, I don't know who you asking, but you need to ask God. I tell you that. Right? What seek clarity? What seek clarity for the collective? All right, clarify, seek clarity. Yeah, this is your damn message, y'all. I cannot, y'all. The cards are clarifying the same damn cards out of a whole. This is the Kipper deck, y'all. Out of a fucking oracle deck. Somebody, it's the messages from God. Seven is spirituality, y'all. It's 808. 8 is manifestation. 0 is the void, y'all. Somebody, you got infinite manifestation abilities right now if you listen to God, but you're not listening to God for your clarity. And that's what it is, y'all. That thing say seek clarity. What that thing say? Message. Somebody, you gonna get a message over the next 3 days, or messages, because somebody, you gonna get a bunch of messages, right? And that's what this energy is about, y'all. See, with this Scorpio moon, sun in Cancer, y'all, that's emotions. That's God. God is feeling. God is emotion. And when people stop feeling and they begin to cut off their emotions, that's why you can't hear God, y'all. Somebody, you finna get a message. What's root of stability? What is root of... Yeah, because I told you. I started laughing already because I fucking knew it, y'all. Change. Somebody, you gotta change. And if you don't damn move or do whatever the hell God telling you to do, and it has something to do with physical change. Location, moving, y'all. Somebody, if you don't put your shit in your car, I don't care how you pack it up, y'all. Somebody, you gotta move. Hey, Jay, thank you, love. You gotta move, y'all. You gotta move. You are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always be around. Somebody, when you move, you gonna have the scales of balance right here. The breaking of the dawn, Libra energy, is the scales of balance. But you can't do it until you let the sun come through. Hello. You are the sunshine. Oh, stop playing with breakthrough. Stop playing with breakthrough right behind that, y'all. And real promise. Holy shit. And resurrection behind that motherfucker, and divine timing. And at this point, I have chills. Oh my God. Somebody, God said it is time and you about to be resurrected. Child, I feel like it's an Easter sermon. I feel like it's a whole Easter Sunday. Y'all, somebody, is it Easter Sunday? Because you about to be resurrected. And God say, I made you a real promise. Y'all, stop playing. Somebody you got on red today. And what is that? Your breakthrough. I could never make it up. Somebody, you finna get a real, I'm talking about, that thing say a real promise. Y'all, that thing says free to move. Somebody, y'all about to run out my damn room this morning. I don't know who message this is, because I'm not moving anywhere, y'all, so this ain't my message. But I'm telling you, y'all, whoever message this is, God is saying you are free to move. Change, y'all. Pack your shit up and form your roots of stability where God told you to be, y'all. Because wherever you are, you can't form it. This is a message about a choice, y'all. Somebody, you got to make a choice. Because change comes through wisdom, y'all. Nine is wisdom. Somebody, you know, that's wisdom. It's like God is telling you, you are free to move. It says, embrace your liberty to explore new paths. The world is wide open for your journey, y'all. I just got hot as hell. Now I'm hot. Shit, I done got myself all hyped up. Damn, it says release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibility. Y'all, God, somebody wants you. You don't even understand. Your breakthrough, y'all, is on this move. Because there's a magical opportunity, y'all. That thing says magic opportunity. Embrace the unexpected, seize the chance for transformation. Somebody, your breakthrough is on the side of this move. And I'm going to tell you, y'all, somebody, it might be across the ocean or it could be near water because I keep seeing water in the ocean and sailboats, y'all. So somebody, whatever it is, the scales are going to balance. And that is the emerging of your dawn because it has something to do with connections, y'all. Look, it's like God is showing you when you move, you're going to meet more people or more connections or people around you that can push you towards what it is that you truly want on this divine path, y'all. Because somebody, you already on the right track. And that's the thing. It's like you may be letting your lack mindset or just a mindset of failure tell you that you aren't, but God's clear ass message is, y'all, that you are. I don't really like to be on the other side of these types of messages, y'all, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because this shit is so clear that if you don't, I'm afraid to know what's gonna happen, y'all. I'm afraid to know what's gonna happen, y'all, because that's balance. It's literally the scales of balance. So it's like God telling you, if you don't do it, you're gonna be right where you are, y'all. I could never make it up. If you don't do it, at the bottom of this deck is imprisonment. Somebody, this could be a son of yours, especially if he's getting in trouble, is what I'm hearing God say too. Like somebody, you might need to move simply for your kids. Y'all, okay. Why? Because you grew up in the hood. Would you want to raise your kids in the hood? Dumb as fuck, dumb as fuck, dumb as fuck. Why? I grew up in the hood. I'm not an uppity bitch. I went to all black schools in the fucking hood. Elementary, middle school, high school. Then I went to a HBCU. Your own people bully you, y'all. It's not who you think. I ain't never had white people do shit to me. My kids have now gone to all white schools. I'm just going to be honest. Hey, I don't give a fuck. I live in now a white area. Always have since I've had kids. When I had kids, I got the fuck out the hood. I'm not raising my kids in the hood. I want my kids to go to A1 schools. I am that parent that moves to an area because of their school district. Why? Because your kids are your greatest investment, stupid. So stop acting like that school is the same school you went to, y'all. I am a great person because people gave a fuck back then, right? Our teachers were real teachers back then, y'all. They encouraged us to do homework, to get an education, to pass the SAT, to go to college. These teachers don't give a fuck, not the ones in the hood. So why the fuck are you still there? Well, it was good enough for me. But everything changes, y'all. And that's what y'all don't understand. That's the promise of God. God promised what? Change. Hello. God promised change. God ain't never told you that this world was going to stay the same. Yet you don't want it. Okay. Somebody, divine timing is here and the scales of balance in order for you to embrace this Dawn, y'all. Somebody, you got to embrace whatever it is that God is telling you, because you have some connections in this place where you're going. All right. What's self-embrace? Clarify self-embrace. All right, y'all. Self-embrace is being clarified. Oh, can't get it up, y'all. Yeah, main male, y'all. Somebody, bitch, you finna move and meet your man. Hello. Main male, y'all. Somebody, you need to move, girl. I'm about to pack your bags for you. Shit. I'm about to pack your bags for you, child. Go on, order the U-Haul. What's your address, child? I'm about to send you a U-Haul. Because let me tell you, y'all, divine feminine, this is coming over your energy. It says step into your own love and acceptance. For when you love yourself, everything else will fall into place. And what's clarifying that, y'all? Main male. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you are embracing yourself. And now you are girl, you calling in a clean ass man, child. I'm talking about it. What's the next? Clarify sculptor of self. All right, clarify. Child, shit, official person, y'all. Y'all, somebody, you have a masculine in your life who has changed, y'all. Change is here. It says change, main male, official person, y'all. This man has sculpted himself. Thank you, Jesus. I don't know who man this is, y'all, but this man got a whole new identity. That thing says shape and sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing your identity. Somebody, you got a masculine who wants to express who he really is now. January 22nd could be significant. July 1st, 17. July 9th, September the 7th, September 22nd. Why, bitch? Because the main female, I am running out my room today. Somebody, you release somebody. That thing says gentle release. Who? Main female. Somebody, you gently release somebody. Why? Because y'all, we don't do that. I tell you, we are not peasants. Like, peasants do not go cussing people out, posting shit on social media, cutting the fuck up. We don't do that shit. When a queen walk away, she do that shit silent as the fucks. Won't have me out here looking stupid on social media. We don't care about y'all. We care about us. We do not care about y'all. You would not have me showing up in these streets running behind no man car talking about come back, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Fuck you. Not doing that shit. Not when God done resurrected you. Not when you've already resurrected your ass from the ashes a million goddamn times. Now you think I'm about to be running behind some goddamn body? Fuck no. So what do you do as the chosen? You gently release people, y'all. You don't burn bridges. I ain't never burned a bridge, y'all. People done burnt them shits down with me. Hello. Right? But I've never burned a bridge. There is not one single person, y'all, in my life that I could not go back to. Now, let's be clear. Them bitches ain't got shit. And you can't borrow nothing. But I don't burn bridges. I go silent on a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I don't have time for that. I'm not arguing. I'm not pleading my case a million times, because as the chosen, we understand grace, y'all. See, the chosen, when we understand grace, it simply means that you probably done gave somebody a 7.5 million times, y'all. 818. See, 8 is manifestation. 1 is new beginnings. After the point you have told somebody 1,000,000 times, then you just move on to a new beginning, y'all. Somebody, you got a main male, main female, and somebody wants to make this shit official, y'all. Somebody, you gently release someone or something. Look, false person is at the bottom of the deck, y'all. Somebody, you release the false person, or somebody else was having to make a choice, y'all. Because, see, false person, y'all, is coming over labyrinth of choices. See, there's a masculine in your energy. I feel like they could have been confused, y'all, and this has been in the energy a lot. Because with this maze, somebody was very false in their life. Somebody, you entertaining a false person. And this is why you couldn't make a choice. Somebody in your life ain't been who they supposed to be. Why? Because you can mistake these people, y'all. See, somebody mistake the promise. Look at the promise, y'all. See, you the promise in a red dress. But this false person is also somebody. You have somebody copying your energy. Somebody is a false person. And I feel like you dealing with a masculine who did not understand the real promise of God. See, somebody, you got a real promise in love, but there's also a false person. You got to figure out the real from the fake, y'all. And I tell you, as a chosen one, you're always going to be presented with that. And I'm going to tell you, y'all, usually you go through 3 hellified relationships. right? Three, right? Well, the last one is your person though. It's the power of creation, y'all. So let me tell you, if you were to, usually the first one is a motherfucker you married to or have children with. Let's be clear, right? One is going to be somebody you have children with that is a false person. Why? Because you have not awakened yet, y'all. You ain't choosing a motherfucker right when you toxic and nasty and low vibrational, right? So number one, your first karmic, y'all, is really going to be somebody you got kids with or that you married at one time, y'all, and maybe y'all just never had kids. The one right after that is another motherfucking karmic, y'all. God works in threes. And when you understand that, you have to understand that. Then usually, right, because there are no definites in this world, but usually pattern recognition says that that shit gonna happen in threes. So now, by the time you get to the third one, which is usually your real person, right, they are going to display every characteristic of all of them fake people. They are. They gonna display every characteristic. Why? Because now God is testing you to see if your twin flame show up in karmic energy, will you cut that bitch off? If your twin flame treat you like they don't know you the main female and they the main male, then will you cut that bitch off? Y'all? And most times y'all won't. So that's why you keep looping in 6-year cycles with your twin flame. That's stupid as fuck. I'm the main female. If you want false people in your life, then go be with a false person. I don't give a fuck who you are, y'all. So what you gotta realize, y'all, is a lot of times y'all be with false people or you've been in relationships with false people. Now, the same false person you keep in your energy. Why? Because y'all share kids together, right? Or y'all been married, whatever. So now this false person is always going to speak negativity. Why? Because that is the cloud of illusion, y'all. Many of the collective are under the cloud of illusion because y'all don't know how to cut. I ain't tied to nobody I got children with, and I got 4 kids. I don't talk to none of them, y'all. And my kids aren't all grown. Why? I don't need to have a conversation with you. These kids got phones these days, y'all. And y'all be fooling yourselves by thinking that you need to be on a phone with a bitch talking about, don't let my kids eat that. You know my kids don't like that. Girl, that is so stupid, y'all. I ain't never seen such tomfoolery in all my life. Why? Because you answer the phone, y'all. People can't talk to you if you don't answer your phone. And if they calling your kids' phone, then you need to discipline your kids. Don't bring me that goddamn phone. I told my daughter that. When her daddy tried that shit one time, go hand your mama the phone. I got the phone and hung up on his ass. Don't talk to me. You call her. Hello. Y'all need to know how to set fucking boundaries. That's why they be setting your ass up, y'all. Oh my God. Put your mama on the phone. Put your daddy on the phone. And here you go. Hello. Shit me. Put your mama on the phone. Click. I don't talk to you. And you're not going to make me talk to you. Fuck you. That's stupid, y'all. Just because you create kids with people don't mean you need to talk to their asses. Not when they look like this. And they trying to destroy your whole house. I could never make it up, y'all. Whoever this false person is, this is somebody's family or somebody that they used to be with, y'all. And this is somebody who was literally trying to destroy everything, y'all. Yeah, I'm talking about it, y'all. Somebody, there's an ocean of possibilities right now. Let's clarify. What's ocean of possibilities? What's August the 20th? Y'all, stop playing. August the 20th is out here. That's my baby birthday. The one that just had her daughter, August the 20th, y'all. Somebody, you got a false person. Somebody could be your daughter. Now, it ain't my daughter. I love my daughter, right? But I'm telling you, y'all, somebody could be your daughter, right? At my baby birthday, 8/20, y'all. So somebody, you got to make a choice because you got a false person in your house or in your family. All right. What else? Ocean of possibilities. Clarify ocean of possibilities. Yeah, judication, y'all. Stop playing. God can step in, y'all. Judication, stop playing, y'all. Now God coming in. January 30th could be significant. February the 30th. August the 30th. Y'all, somebody, you finna get judicated. Somebody going to jail. Somebody going to court, something going on, y'all, and you're going to get visual evidence. Why? Because court is 3D, y'all. Somebody, you going to get visual evidence. That's why this moon is in Scorpio for the next 3 days. Everybody that's sitting shit after you, y'all, they going to get that shit back 10 times over, and you got to understand that. So somebody, you finna get visual evidence. Why? Because then you finna go forward. Why? Because this says manifest the new. See, somebody, you are manifesting the new. Now you about to move forward. It says embrace change and envision your desires, allowing the universe to align with your intentions. What is your intention, y'all? To go forward. Clarify going forward. Clarify going forward. Look, I could never make it up. Marriage. Beautiful. I told you, y'all. I don't know who these people are that's trying to come against somebody's relationship, y'all. But this is actually a divine path, y'all. Like whatever this is, it's God. It's the pathway to God. It's literally resurrecting someone's legacy, y'all. That's what this resurrection is. Like it's resurrecting something that died a long time ago. And I'm gonna tell you, y'all, if you come up from a family that people don't get married, people hate each other, people ain't never seen healthy love, then you are the recovery, y'all. That thing say comeback. Yeah, somebody, this is going to be your biggest comeback. Find strength and healing as each step forward renews hope and paves the way for a triumphant resurgence, y'all. It say shake off the past and rise again. Somebody, you shaking off your past and now you finna get married, y'all. What's the winds of fortune? Clarify. Winds of fortune. Y'all, this shit is good as hell this morning. I'm loving the energy, y'all. All right, winds of fortune. Ooh, despair, y'all. Somebody had to fuck around and find out, y'all. Somebody, your marriage, your life, your whatever this is, it's gonna cause somebody else poverty. Y'all, look, I could never make it up, y'all. Look at these ships. Look at the ships, y'all. All right, this blue ship was being clarified by adjudication. This raggedy ass beat up ship, y'all, is being cleared by despair. Somebody, I just heard the same ship that they thought they was gonna take your ass away on is the one that they finna drown in. Hello, slave ship. Somebody, whatever ship people felt like they was gonna send your way, you finna sail away in this beautiful ass blue ocean ship, and they finna be in the same shit that they sent your way in despair. Yep. And you finna adapt and thrive. And people finna be in despair, y'all. 32 could be significant. That's your adjudication. And it's you going forward with this goddamn marriage, y'all. Y'all, stop playing. Don't these two people look like they standing before the court? Get married, y'all. Somebody, your marriage is your justice. Say that shit. 330, y'all. Put 33 in the comments. Oh, y'all know when I get times. All right, y'all. You better set a reminder. Hey Siri, set an alarm for 3:30 today. Y'all know me. When I get times out here, I always set it. Because let me tell you, usually I'm getting a message if I'm watching TV. Whatever is taking place, it is significant, y'all. All right, y'all, 3:30. I'm seeing 3:30 out here. Somebody, you better set your alarm for 3:30, y'all. All right, something significant is going to take place in somebody's life, y'all. This could even be about a court case because, again, I do see people standing here in court. So whether this is a marriage or a court case, especially with official person here as well, and it's going to leave somebody else in despair, though, y'all. Whoever this false person is, probably. All right, let's get one more before we go to the tarot. All right, see what this looks like in the 3D. All right, what is this veil of... Well, damn, I was clarifying veil of illusion, and before I could say it, the damn card flipped out. I'm scared to turn it over, y'all. Shit. Y'all know when they come out face down, I be scared. I'm like, oh, Lord, what is this? All right, y'all, veil of illusion. Oh, shit, what is this being clarified by? Bad health, bitch. I could not make it up, y'all. Somebody, you finna see who's been coming up against you because they finna be in bad health. Bad health, y'all. Yep, bad health. So somebody, it says, lift the veils of illusion, seeking truth beneath the surface to navigate through love. Y'all, you finna see it. The veil of illusion. Seek the truth. Embrace clarity and revelations unfold. Keep an open mind, y'all, for answers to illuminate the path to understanding. That's the energy today, y'all. Literally, with the Scorpio moon, sun in Cancer, Venus, Leo, God is showing you everything, y'all. All the tea. Oh, Marky, should I get the tea deck? Okay. Let's get some tea, y'all. Because somebody, we're going to get the tea on this person in despair. What's tea, y'all? At the bottom of the deck, bitch, what that say? Marrying for money. Somebody, you had a man in your life who is in despair. This man felt like he was going to marry you for your money. This man was a thief. This man is someone who wants you back. See, you are uninterested in this goddamn person because you over here all up in your creativity, y'all. See, you doing what it is that God is telling you to do. Because of that, this motherfucker over here crying over you and this motherfucker stalking you because they felt like you was going to be hooked all your life. Then you started moving in silence and you stopped talking to this motherfucker. At that point, they are now haunted by the very thought of you. Why? Because now you are in love. That was a fucking impersonator who was never your person. Why? Because you had love on the brain. And this person knew that you really wanted to be in love. So they were creeping and they were watching you the whole time, y'all, from fake accounts. They have been abusing divination. Hello. Thank you for the heart. Abusing divination, y'all, to keep you stuck. Should we shuffle now? Maybe, maybe not. Hello. Y'all know I like to show off. Never your friend, y'all. These people don't be never your friends, girls. Never y'all. Y'all better not listen to these damn people. These people, let me tell you, y'all, if you are listening to me, and it means that you are in the divination community, y'all, these people be crazy. I'm a woman of God that grew up in church, y'all, and I just happen to like reading these beautiful cards because I love pictures. I'm a creative, y'all. Many of y'all are creative. You don't want to read no black and white book talking about no damn Bible. Don't nobody want to see that shit. You don't want to be talking about dusty foot people walking through Galilee and shit. Nobody cares about that, right? You want some real messages about your real life situation every day. And I just told somebody their whole story and didn't need a Bible to do that. Hello. That's why they don't like divination, y'all. But one thing about it, it's going to tell you every damn thing you need to know. And that's why God told you it's there for. But y'all want to be scared of every goddamn thing. God is telling somebody you need to move in silence because this person is always watching you, y'all. This person is stalking you. They watching you. Y'all, they duplicating everything you do. Somebody is a whole impersonator, y'all. They are literally trying to do everything that you doing, y'all. It says wants to be you, acts like you, dresses like you, looks like you, copies you, stalking, watching, whole obsessed. God is saying you need to block this person and move in silence because this person felt like they would always have you hooked. And I feel like they are now because you are moving in silence. Now they trying to get readings and shit on you because this person is really trying to see what the fuck you got going on, y'all. For fake accounts. Somebody is haunted. They trauma. Yeah, you're not even interested in this person. This person hurt, y'all. And you on your divine path. This is the person that's in bad health, y'all. Somebody could have MS. Somebody could have cancer. Prostate cancer. Take your ass to the damn doctor. I don't give a fuck, y'all. Do you think I give a fuck about people that show up like this? No. God said vengeance is his. So let me tell you, if your dick falling off is God's vengeance, I don't know why y'all be pretending like y'all don't want people to get their karma when they done drug y'all. Y'all don't be honest, y'all. That's why people don't get their just reward. You be like, well, God, it's okay. So God say, okay, well, shit. If you say it's okay, it's okay. I say, no, God, stick that shit to them. Just like they gave it to me. What is that? The scales of balance, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what God doing in your life. I want to see that shit fall apart. Why? Because you wanted to see mine fall apart. The fuck? Why would you not? Y'all are liars, y'all. All of them people, y'all, because now I'm seeing somebody standing in court. Somebody, you could have had someone in your family unalive, and y'all family stand y'all ass up there talking about, I forgive this person because that's what God would want. God don't give a fuck about that, y'all. Do you think God wants you over here crying? God don't even want you at the case, y'all. I would never sit in a court case for someone who has been unalived by somebody else and give a fuck. Let me know the verdict, motherfucker, because I am not sitting in that. That's low vibrational and toxic, y'all. I'm going to sit here every day and I'm going to look at how my person that I love was tortured and unalive. That's stupid. and low vibrational, and you sit here and you torture yourself for week after week after week going to somebody's trial, if I look, the day I testify would be the only day I would be there. Nobody, you think that that's pleasing to the person that you have now left this earth for you to sit here in this damn courtroom and no, y'all be trapped by low vibrational shit. The verdict is the verdict, whether you there or not. Your presence there is traumatizing you. I don't know where that message come from, y'all. Because you traumatized by that shit, y'all. Somebody you traumatized. And you over here asking God, well, I thought I forgave the person that unalived my dear person. You ain't got to forgive them, y'all. Who said that? Who told you that, y'all? You ain't got to forgive a motherfucker if you don't want to. You do that shit when you ready, if you ready. Because sometimes you don't have to. If you do something to intentionally harm me, I don't have to forgive you. I ain't got to give a fuck about you ever in life again. But y'all will internalize people's trauma and then tell you yourself that you have to forgive them so that God can forgive them. No, you have just made yourself a martyr. You just made yourself a whole damn martyr, y'all. You ain't got to forgive these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers don't care about you. They have robbed you. They have stolen from you. They have used all kind of low vibrational stuff to keep you stuck. And here you are talking about, I forgive you. Let me tell you something, y'all. When I divorced my ex-narcissistic crazy ass husband, that motherfucker kept talking about, well, can we just sit down and have one dinner together? Why? So you can set me up, bitch? No. Y'all better stop. Why the fuck you need to go have a dinner with somebody for closure? No, the fuck you don't. These people be trying to unalive y'all. And y'all be over here talking about, okay, let's go meet up. That man had your whole thing planned out. Stop playing. He had it all planned out. And you still trust him. Why? Because he in that same shit a different day. Same shit a different day, y'all. People don't change. People don't change. And y'all got to understand that. And y'all keep showing up to people thinking they going to change. One day they going to be different. One day go, no, they not, y'all. The chosen change. People don't. That's the difference. You change because you were chosen of God. People don't fucking change. And when you realize that, y'all, guess what? Now everybody want to kiss your ass. Look, kissing ass. Now everybody want to come in and kiss your ass. Why? Because you unbothered. You are unbothered. Y'all got unbothered and uninterested in these stupid ass people. And at this point, y'all, now guess what? Somebody, you finna travel. And that's the problem, y'all. People looking at you. They got the inside scoop about where you going, what you doing. And now they want to come in and kiss your damn ass. Stop playing, y'all. And these people still in the damn streets with their broke asses. Hustling. Girl, that thing say hustling, broke ass, hustling, partying, in the streets. Somebody, you ain't even living that lifestyle no more was what I just heard God say. They're a spiritual hater, y'all, on a queen that's rising. I could never make it up, y'all. Somebody, you got a spiritual hater. Because you look, drama peeping out the top, y'all. God said, look at the card peeping out. Look, drama. Drama, y'all. A drama starter. Because you are a queen rising. And they a spiritual hater, y'all. Somebody, you got haters, but we all do, y'all. Welcome to the club, y'all. You will waste your time dealing with dumbass people like this, y'all. You really will. Y'all, you really will. All right, let's see what else we talking about this morning, y'all. Let me see what else we going. Oh, okay. All right. All right, y'all, somebody, you got a confession coming from your soulmate, I just heard. All right, let me clear some of these out. I want to see what this confession is, y'all. I'm telling you, I feel like your person also has seen something, y'all. There's a man on this card with inside scoop. I feel like your masculine has been taking a closer look at some of the people around them. Somebody got nosy people in y'all business, y'all. That's that damn creeping again. Look, because y'all over here trying to do what y'all do. Somebody, you got love on the brain. And motherfuckers over here trying to impersonate you. You don't even care about them, y'all. You over here like, dang, I'm just trying to live my life. Somebody, I'm just trying to be great. That's what I just heard somebody say. Somebody, I'm just trying to be great. These damn people will not let me be great. Guess what, y'all? You are great. And that's why they keep looking, y'all. That's why people be watching you from fake accounts, y'all, because it is. It is because you're great. And what you got to realize is that your greatness will always attract haters, y'all. That's why I find it amusing. As I have traveled this journey, and I'm gonna tell you, y'all, a real. I gotta break it down to y'all. All right, let's talk about it because y'all know the lady gonna get to you honest now. A real spiritual awakening, y'all, comes with opportunities. It comes with wealth, right? It comes with a new soul tribe. It comes with everything you prayed for, y'all. So you gotta think when you are going through your awakening, you are going to lose people, but you are going to gain people. But it's always going to put you in a better position. You are not going through a spiritual awakening to end up worse off. That's stupid, right? So when you realize that what you're doing is really balancing your life, y'all, you damn well better believe these people watching you every day of your life, y'all. They trying to see if all of the magic and the juju and the manipulation and the word shit and everything they did, child. They be trying to see if that shit working, and it don't, y'all. That stuff don't work. Not when you a real chosen one. God says, "Touch not my anointed." And the sad thing is, people know that shit, y'all. They know God said, "Touch not my anointed." But the thing is, y'all, they underestimate God in your life because they ain't got God in theirs. That's a message for somebody. That shit just came out, y'all. That's the problem, y'all. These people underestimate God in your life because they ain't got no God in their life. So now they feel like because they ain't got no real miracle work, right? No real abundance, like none of that in their life, then they feel like God ain't real, except for the fact that we see God show up in our life every day. Hello. Meet me in the U.S. Virgin Islands, y'all, September 18th and 19th. Right? God shows up in my life in a real way, y'all. So that's why I could give a fuck about these people, comments, or nothing, y'all. God shows up. I know who I am, y'all. And everyone that invites me to a speaking engagement, a TV show, a podcast, they all know too. Right? So you never take what people say as a true depiction of who you are. And I don't read comments, y'all. I'm just saying in general. Right? Like people be crazy. I see they get blocked, y'all. So I say that to say sometimes you got to realize when God begins to elevate you, you always going to have haters, y'all. That's why you got to have tough skin. Most people in the industry don't make it because they ain't got tough skin. You got to believe in God and know how to tell somebody to kiss your ass. Stop trying to be all nice. Oh my God. God is great. God is good. Now I'm seeing Joel Osteen, y'all. God is great. God is good. Yeah, that's why all the people stealing in that damn church, stealing money. Joel Osteen got a bunch of bullshit going on. His wife's sick now too, y'all. Somebody, your person wants to get the spark back. All right, I got a spark. Somebody, your person wants to ignite the spark back in your relationship. The spark between the two of you guys is really undeniable. And I feel like this is someone who's now beginning to understand that it's not going anywhere, y'all. See, when you meet your person in real life, it don't go away. You ain't never got to talk to them, y'all. Somebody wants to send you a message of love because now they realize who you are. Somebody could be seeing daffodils. I'm seeing daffodils. Somebody thinking about you, y'all. Even though you think that they aren't, they really are, y'all. If you are in separation with this person, somebody truly does miss you. But they want to come in. They want to come in and reignite. I heard reignite the passion, y'all. What the hell? Strive. I love it. Somebody sees you, though. A lot of this is your energy, y'all. So it's almost like your person is watching you strive to be a better person. And now they are also doing the same thing. Somebody, you could be in school or reading a lot more, self-help, education. Somebody, you got your hair in a ponytail today. You got to understand, y'all, you are your person's inspiration. Now I'm hearing Teddy Pendergrass's latest greatest inspiration. You are your person's inspiration, y'all. That's why you have to strive to be the best that you can be, so really they can be the best that they can be, y'all. Because what you got to understand is you want someone who can meet you where you are. You don't ever want to have to dumb yourself down to be with somebody. So as long as you continue to grow, your person will continue to grow, y'all. That's proven fact. That's the law of attraction, y'all. So your person wants to tell you, though, that they have actually grown since the last time that y'all have talked to each other. They've been working on themselves to be a better person, y'all, so that you can be proud. Look, best self. I could never make it up. They working on themselves, y'all. They really are. Y'all, you know how, y'all, first of all, I went to go see Toy Story 5 yesterday. I took my daughter, the grown one and the little one, my 26-year-old, the 10-year-old, and the baby, child. We went to the movies yesterday. Get out the house for a little bit. Not too many people because it's during the day. In the middle of the day, it's probably 10 people in the whole theater. All right, but they wanted to get out the house for a little bit, and I said, "Well, if you want to get out, we got to go somewhere where there ain't a lot of people, because y'all know I'm an old school mom. If you don't have a baby, set your ass down." But I know that young people don't do that. So you know me, I'm a real mama, y'all. Don't go yelling at your daughters, talking about you don't need to be out the house. Don't take that baby out the house. First of all, the baby is fine. The baby is a human being. The baby has had shots, so y'all need to stop. The reason that you should not go out the house is not the baby; it's the mama. She's the one that's open. She's the one that had surgery. The babies are fine, y'all. But what I told my daughter was, is yes, we can go grab something to eat. I don't want you walking too much, so we'll just go sit in the movie. See, you ain't got to fuss with people when you know they doing stuff they ain't got no business doing. I could have said no. You need to sit down. Doing that shit, y'all. Y'all wait. I love that. She said, "Did it?" Yes, it was actually a really good movie, y'all. Right? Don't be talking Miss Siobhan, and you know I don't even like to go to movies, Miss Siobhan. But since you ain't here to take them to the movies, Miss Siobhan, then I had to go. And y'all know I am not a movie person, y'all. But I actually enjoyed that movie, y'all. But what it made me think, look, changing is at the bottom of the deck. See, this is what made me think of the movie, y'all. Somebody, you got a masculine that's changing. So Toy Story 5, y'all, was talking about change. And when I looked at this iPad, that's what I saw. Right. And the movie was really, it's a really good movie, y'all. It was saying how kids don't play with toys anymore, right? Because all they want to do is spend time on their tablets. And I was like, except my daughter does 50-50, y'all. And I'm going to tell you, you can have a child that plays and still is on a tablet. My girl, my baby be on TikTok. She be playing the piano. She be doing all kind of shit. Then she take her baby dolls and she do hair. Like she be doing all kind of shit, right? That is a well-rounded child, y'all. And she can go outside and play, right? So the whole Toy Story 5, y'all, was really about finding friendships, going outside to play, playing with your toys, spending time on your tablets because the world is changing. That's all it was, y'all. The whole movie was talking about how the world is changing. Somebody, you got a masculine that's changing. This man is praying, y'all. Say that shit. This man is praying, y'all, and they want to be transparent. Yeah. Somebody now sees that y'all love is real. You are this person's world, y'all. And I feel like what's making this person change, y'all, is that you're following your bliss. Because I so follow your bliss. See, divine feminine, you know, a real union, y'all. A real union that is of God can never be broken. Never. You can't cut cords. I don't care if you block them. It don't matter because it's not going anywhere. But sometimes people have to see it's real, y'all. Somebody, your person had to see that it's real. And sometimes divine feminine, you will have to cut them off. You will have to block them. You will have to do whatever. Because at the point they playing with you, you got to say, okay, you want to see if it's real? Watch this. Click. Cut it off. They ain't gonna stop dreaming about you. They ain't gonna stop wanting you. They ain't gonna stop desiring you. Why? Because that shit is God, y'all. You are wrapped up in this man's faith. And when a man has faith in God, he knows who his queen is, y'all. But a lot of times it's like you can't see it, so you holding on to him. He holding on to him. You supposed to be holding on to God. He ain't stunting you. He ain't, y'all. Until a man changes, he ain't stunned by you. He living his own goddamn life, and he need to be worried about God, not you. And that's the thing, y'all. You worry about God, not them. Guess what it's gonna make them do? Worry about God, because now they're gonna pray to God. What happened to her, God? What happened? Why she ain't calling? Why she ain't talking? Why she blocked me? Why? Now that motherfucker on his knees. Somebody, you done brought a motherfucker to their knees, child. That thing say changing in faith. Somebody, it says, I am working hard to change, to face up to all that I have been avoiding for so long. Somebody, your man been avoiding something for a long time. It says, I know I need to do more, but I feel so exhausted and tired. He tired, y'all. It says, your love is inspiring me to make the necessary changes in my life. I have faith in our connection, and somebody wants to be transparent, y'all, because they know that the love is real. You are this person's world, y'all. It says my world. Everything revolves around you. I keep you in mind when I'm making decisions and include you in all of my plans. Every action, every dream. Somebody, I feel like you don't know none of this shit. Somebody, you on the back end talking about what? Because he ain't said none of this shit, y'all. Somebody said none of, look, because I could never make it up, bitch. What did I just say? Unspoken. I could never. Communication. Hello. Because I got a real gift. Ha! If your seer does not say the cards before they come out, then they are a reader. It's a difference. A reader is just a reader. A seer gonna see that shit and then the cards gonna come out, y'all. That's the difference. Y'all only need to know who you listening to. If you are listening to a reader, then they're just reading. A seer, bitch, I saw that shit. Unspoken communication. This motherfucker ain't told you none of this shit. I heard that shit so clear. God said that motherfucker ain't said none of it either. Unspoken communication, y'all. Look, unspoken. What else? Give me 3 more. All right, y'all. So somebody, your person, look, but they sending your ass all the signs. I could never make it up. Yep. So you got to let go of fear, divine feminine, as well, because I feel like there is some type of fear. A lot of times we fear making mistakes in relationships, y'all. And what we got to understand is that God has given you the direction. Bam, soon. All right, y'all. Your person coming in soon. It's just been a lot of unspoken communication, y'all. All right. And the signs are everywhere, y'all. That thing says, I have been seeing signs. It says, I have been seeing so many signs and synchronicities that remind me of you. It's made me feel certain that you are the one for me. And we have a brighter future. I just got to figure out how to follow them. Somebody, your person changing their fate. I wanted to see something, though. I want to see something. What caused this change? You know, we nosy. Stop playing, y'all. Y'all know we nosy. What caused this change? What's changing? All right, what's changing? Your person was afraid to love. Y'all, the card flipped right off the top. I just saw that. Let go of fears right here. Yeah, let go of fear. Somebody was just afraid, y'all. Like, this isn't even a bad person. Somebody really does want to make peace, y'all. See, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times, y'all, there are nasty, nasty relationships. This ain't what this is, y'all. Your person is afraid to love. They are, it, they were so used to guarding their heart, y'all. You're welcome, Norma. You're welcome, Norma. This person was so used to just guarding their heart that they just really didn't even understand. And it's like when you begin to change and they begin to see you become your best self, the man that God has for you is always going to change when you change, because y'all share the same soul. See, the reason most people get stuck in a marriage of 20, 30, 40 years and it's not changing is because the woman not changing. You are the head, y'all. You are sovereignty. You set the energy. If your man having a bad day, you can change his mood. He can't change yours. You are the energy. Have y'all ever been watch my men? If I got men watching, that man be trying to do everything to change your mood. He can't. Feminine energy is emotional energy, y'all. You change your mood, but you can change his mood by your energy because you are energy. Yeah. So somebody was just afraid to love. Now he want to make peace. It says, after all the drama and side eyes, someone's ready to drop the aggression. The energy is shifting from war zone to neutral ground. So this man is changing, y'all. He really does want to make peace. Somebody is understanding that they were living in some type of I wasn't supposed to, hold on. I wasn't gonna keep using that deck because that deck is, I was wanting to see that one. It was another deck I was seeing though. Faith. Oh, that deck. Okay, I was remembering. All right, so let's see. What else do we need to know, y'all? So you got to have faith. Yeah, you got to have faith. What is this energy? Yeah, confused. Absolutely confused, y'all. Somebody, oh, because it's your damn twin flame, bitch. That thing done came out. Confused twin flame. Somebody, you had a confused twin flame that was just afraid to love. Literally, y'all, confused twin flame, afraid to love. Somebody, your person was just confused because of how you feel, y'all. Now, let me tell you something. It's not easy being in a twin flame dynamic, y'all. I mean, union, right? But union is hard because people don't understand that it's God. So when all of this magical shit start happening, they be over here thinking you weird, something wrong. Why everything seem like this? Why I'm getting these signs? Why I see her name? Why I see this? Why I see that? And then they take the fuck off, y'all, because none of it makes sense to a man who is used to being in his ego and his logical mind. And this is somebody who's saying, I don't know whether I want to be just friends or lovers. Am I ready for a relationship? But then they knew that you were their twin flame. It says they know that this is a once in a lifetime type of love. You feel like home. You are one, y'all. So this is somebody who knows who you are. That's why it says our love is real. But they were just confused by that spark, y'all, because a spark between a twin flame is different. Sex is different. Communication is different, y'all. You are not oh shit, God say it again. Okay, y'all. Communication between you and your twin flame is not the communication you have with soulmates. It's not. It's not. Stop trying to compare how your ex is communicated. Well, my ex used to talk to me all the time. My ex used to tell me everything. That's why they're your ex. Because a real man, a king, he's not going to do that. He's a king. He's not going to come to you with all of that blah, blah, blah. He's not going to come to you with all of that. But he does have to be able to communicate. So do not misinterpret no communication from king communication. King communication, they're going to talk. They're going to be accountable. They are going to communicate, but it ain't going to be all that crying on your shoulder, where you at, come be with me, share your location. Nobody's doing all of that shit, y'all. Somebody, you finna get your wish granted when you realize that you in a real divine union. You in a real union, y'all. And a lot of the conversation between you and your king is in the 5D. Even in union. That man ain't gonna sit here and tell you everything that's going on in his world. Why? Because he already know, number one, y'all share an inner world. And it's too many women. Let me tell you, it's equally yoked, y'all. So if you are a high priestess, spiritual woman, your man is a magician. A lot of the communication is in the 5D. Y'all can be sitting on the sofa together, he rubbing your feet, and y'all watching TV and having a whole conversation in the 5D. A lot of the time it's silent because we talk all day. I don't want to talk to your ass. Do y'all know how many friends I've lost because I don't want to talk to them every day? I do this shit for 2 hours in the morning. Then I talk to people and coach people all day. I don't want to talk to people. And people be talking about you distant, you this. I'm tired. And guess what? Your man at work every day, and he's a leader, because kings are leaders. They are supervisors. They are CEOs. They own their own shit. They tired. But what men got to understand is your woman don't have the same requirements as a karmic. And that's the problem. Most men in this world don't understand their twin flame is not their karmic. She don't need that shit that your karmic needed. She don't need you to talk to her and all of that shit. She just needs you to be honest and communicate. She don't need you to buy her shit, do this, spend every waking moment with her. She don't need that. She needs balance, y'all. And most people don't know balance. So you meet your twin flame and treat that motherfucker like a karmic. And that's how you lose them, y'all. And that's when you go into separation. That's why people are not with their twin flames and all of that, because people want to look at people and treat them like they past when God is trying to show you your future. Hello. Stop treating people like your past when God is trying to show you your future. That's real. Y'all need to put that shit on a damn cup. Because what did I say? Career driven. This man was focused on 3D money. Love is on the back burner. Until I am financially stable, I am money motivated. But that's 3D thinking. Why? Because God don't care about that, y'all. God don't care about your wallet, your money, or what the fuck your focus is. When God say, hey, it's time, guess what? It's time. And that's the problem. That's why you go in separation. That's why it don't work out. Because God be saying it's time, and he be talking about my money, my money, my money, my money. I need to do this. I need to do that. And God saying, bitch, it's time. And he talking about I'm confused. I'm confused. And then y'all go into separation. Because a real bitch ain't dealing with that shit, y'all. You're not. Like if you are a real queen, you ain't dealing with that and you ain't chasing. You're not. Those are karmics, y'all. And most readers talk to low vibrational women. If you are a healed woman already initiated by God, meaning that you're a woman of faith and you do your damn thing before you ever met this damn person, y'all. So what does that mean? You ain't chasing a motherfucker. You're not chasing anybody. You've never done that, y'all. And that's why many of my people that follow me do not resonate with no runner-chaser dynamic, because you ain't chased shit your entire life and it never been a man. Ain't never chased a man. Ain't never been focused on a man. 9 times out of 10, you was minding your own business when this motherfucker came around. Because let me tell you, y'all, in a real true twin flame journey that is authentic, the man approaches the woman. You wasn't thinking about him, y'all. And for the ones that you was running behind him, trying to get him to see he's your twin flame, he's probably not your twin flame, y'all. The man, he who chooses a wife, he is the one that chooses you. If you swiping left and right and you feel like that's your twin, that's not your person, y'all. God ain't gonna send you some man online. That's stupid. Could be a soulmate, your twin flame. That's different. That's soul connections, y'all. And most of them type of people ain't online. Somebody, your person might have money. Somebody, your person could be wealthy because he arrogant. Somebody is arrogant and career driven. Y'all, that thing say career driven and arrogant. It says love is on the back burner. I allowed my pride and ego to get in the way of our connection. I thought I was the catch. Let's talk about it, y'all. See, this is real twin flame shit, y'all. Real twin flame shit is this. The divine feminine, you are already a woman of God. You are already in your shit. You own your company. You got your business. You got your money. You got your shit going on. So when he meets you, he's really meeting himself. But he don't like that shit. Because now it becomes what? The battle of the egos, right? So now it's, oh, fuck, she don't need me. Let me go beat on my chest. Oh shit, she ain't gonna chase me like everybody else. Let me test her. A real divine feminine, you gonna roar back, motherfucker. Roar back. See, what y'all do is you let him be this way and you just say, okay, he'll be better. He'll get that shit together. No, when my king start roaring, I show him what a lioness look like. The fuck? Don't roar up at me. I know who the fuck I am, y'all. When you don't know who you are, you will let these men's arrogance scare you. My king arrogant as fuck. I love him to death. Cause so am I, bitch. I'm a Leo sun. Your arrogance don't do shit for me but make me worse. Because we can have a whole battle right now. And I wouldn't care, y'all. Stop playing. Right? So when your man is full of arrogance and you try to love the arrogance out of him, hell no, bitch. Be a mirror. My dick bigger. That's how I treat arrogant people, y'all. You want a pissing contest? I'll piss on you. Watch. And when I pull it out, it's bigger. Right? I got big dick energy. Shit. Right? So you got to understand, if you dealing with a man like this, then let's be clear. Meet him where he is, y'all. So go get your money. Y'all meet men like this and you get afraid of him. Oh, shit. He career driven. He arrogant. That ain't my man. Well, let me say something, y'all. If he this way, so are you. I own 5 companies. I'm a bad bitch. Body banging. I don't give a fuck. So you attract who you are. But when you see them in that energy, what you do? Leave their asses there. I'm not dealing with your ass. Right? Right? I'm not dealing with that shit, y'all. You got to show them. My grandma say I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm not going to sit here and keep talking about, but I love you. Why can't you see that? Oh my God. But why can't we be together? A real queen don't give a fuck about that. We don't care. I don't give a fuck if I'm with my king or not. I love my king to death. But let's be clear. Anybody I'm with is a king. And y'all got to understand that as a queen, you call out the king. And if your king ain't acting like one, and that motherfucker ain't no king. So call another one forward. It's simple, y'all. That shit is simple as hell. Because guess what? If you think about royalty, the king is not a king without a queen. So for all of y'all men that want to be talking about, I'm a king. You are not a king unless you have a queen. That's divine royalty. Y'all be dumb as fuck. King. You ain't no king. You can't be king until you take a queen. Y'all don't even understand legacy. Y'all just be talking shit y'all hear on TV. And everybody want to be a king or a queen. Queens are bred, reared, women, empresses, mothers, lovers, teachers, scholars. That's a queen. She bred that way. Born and raised to be a fucking queen. And you cannot be a king until you take the throne with your queen. So for all of y'all egoic ass men that feel like you somebody king, you don't know authority and order. And that's why you ain't got shit. Hello. It's a frequency. Say that shit, God. It is a frequency, y'all. Let me get into career, y'all. All right. So somebody, you got to resonate on the frequency. What's the frequency, y'all? Divine timing is here, y'all. All right. Divine timing had flipped up as well, y'all. So 1111, y'all. The universe always delivers. Y'all, 111 on the views. Say that. I love it. 1111 on this car and 111 on the views, y'all. So I'm going to tell you, right? The universe always delivers in divine time, and be patient and trust this process, y'all, because you've reached the frequency of abundance. When you reach the frequency, you get everything, y'all. You get love, you get money, you get it all, and you ain't ever got to worry. God gonna always deliver what it is that he has promised. The promises of God are yes and ashe. Right? That's the promise of God. And I don't never forget God's promise. I told you, y'all, I grew up in church. And my mama them used to say, remind God of the promise. Remind God of what it is that God promised you. You promised alignment. And God promised you something. So now that you have aligned yourself, remind God of that promise, y'all. Whatever that promise was. You stand on it, y'all. I stand firm on that. Shit, me and God go talk so every day. I be like, oh, God, you promised me such and such. And where's that? And God be like, I sure did. And here it is, daughter. Hello. Let's get into career right quick, y'all. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the live, y'all. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. If you're new, welcome. I know I didn't take a break to welcome my new people in. I think Norma, you may be new. All right, thank you guys so much if you are new. I am live every morning at 7:15. First, we start off with astrology. Usually around 8, we go into relationships, whether that's family relationships, love relationships, whatever comes out. And then at 9, I try to go into career. All right, I'll be done at 9:30. That's Monday through Friday, starting at 7:15. I may do Wind Down Wednesday on TikTok, y'all, but I'm not sure yet. So I will post it because it may be a day of rest for me as well. Because I did hear rest earlier, so I may rest. I'm not sure yet. So I'll keep you posted, though. All right, what's going on for career? All right, what is going on in the collective career? All right, inner work. All right, it says don't be afraid to prioritize, y'all. God, I hate when I talk, y'all, because the cards come out, but I don't. I just said I was thinking about resting, y'all. Somebody, you need to rest, child. That thing says don't be afraid to prioritize your personal growth and spiritual development. Health and wellness are necessary to enjoy an abundant life. So somebody, even in your career and work, y'all, do the inner work today, right? Don't do too many. I heard don't do too much heavy lifting. All right, the next 3 days, y'all, don't do too much heavy lifting in this energy, especially with this Scorpio moon, Cancer sun, Venus in Leo, highly emotionally charged energy. And we are in the pre-shadow phases of retrograde, right? So you got to understand astrology to understand that don't book yourself crazy. All right, don't book yourself crazy. Don't do too much, right? Do whatever you have to do, of course, right? But prioritize your own personal growth for these next few days because God is really speaking to her people. Look, I can't make it up. God is speaking to her people. Destiny, y'all. That's one of the fortune cards in this deck. It's only one of these cards in this deck, y'all. It says you have a divine destiny to fulfill through your career path. Your work will help elevate the consciousness of this planet. All right, so somebody, whatever you're doing, your work is actually supposed to help elevate the consciousness of this planet. Beautiful energy, y'all. Yeah, you're an entrepreneur. All right, so I'm talking to my entrepreneurs today. All right. It says, as an entrepreneur, you will truly have an opportunity to discover yourself and all of your potential. All right. So somebody, you're an entrepreneur. And in that, you got to understand that's actually a part of your destiny. Why? Before I even flip this card, y'all, we have had a great debate within the spiritual collective for a while. Now, I feel everything is theory in this world because I'm educated. Y'all have multiple degrees. Everything is theory. Everything is research. Everything can be proven or refuted, right? To a preponderance of the evidence, never to a totality, right? But what you got to understand this, a real chosen one you ain't really working for nobody else, y'all. And I feel like many people get butt hurt when we have this conversation. But you gotta think, if God say move, you gotta move. Which means you ain't got time to put in PTO. You ain't got time to do that, y'all. Now, just because you're working a job right now does not mean you're not the chosen one. It means that you're still developing the plan. Because I'm gonna tell you, if God say you need to be in Ghana and da 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 da, I'm out. If God say you need to be over here in Atlanta to go film da 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 da, I'm out. I ain't gonna ask the motherfucker, can I take a day off? Ever. Right? So when you get to a point in your calling, you will be an entrepreneur. And you may work part-time, right? Maybe another job or something, W-2, but you will be an entrepreneur, y'all. Like, that's financial freedom. God ain't finna tell you, look, why? And what did I say, y'all? I ain't turned that motherfucking card over. Travel. Cause of what the fuck I said. Travel. Embarking on a journey could be your path to wealth, as abundant opportunities await you in the world. Why? Because I'm a seer, bitch. Not a reader. Hello. Right? Travel, y'all. I just said that shit. Right? So you got to be open to travel. You got to be open to going where God says go. And what it means is that if you cannot do it right now, then you got to be doing the inner work. Because doing the inner work, y'all, is how you get to this. It ain't the job. It don't matter about the job. You go to the job and you be the best damn employee you can be. It's your inner work that gets you off the job, not the job itself. Remember that. You got to do the inner work, because being an entrepreneur is hard, y'all. I have been an entrepreneur for 20 years. 20 years. I have not worked for anybody other than myself since 2009. Every year ain't a good year. But if you won't do your inner work, man, you'd have folded long time ago. But your inner work means you listen to God. God told me every step of the way, and I ain't never lost money. I have never had a year that I lost money. I have increased my revenue year over year over year to the point where I stopped, went part-time in my business so that I can literally do this. Because now my business operates itself. You grow and you scale, y'all. 9/11. Right? You grow and you scale. You don't start a business to work in that shit forever. Hell no. I don't do that shit. People be mad at me now. I don't never talk to you because I understand self-care. You ain't never in the office. I'm not. I understand self-care. That leads to fortune. It says if you want to live like royalty, start by treating yourself like royalty, y'all. I treat myself like royalty. I go to the spa. I go take myself to lunch. Matter of fact, I might take myself to lunch by myself today. Right? I might take the kids to the damn Toy Story in the middle of the damn day for no reason. I live my life that way, y'all. And it's real. It's a beautiful ass life. I earned this shit 20 years. 20 years. And I started working at 15. 14 or 15. I can never remember because I know I wasn't old enough. 14, I think. It was before I even turned 15. Right? And I've not ever worked since. So sometimes you earn your shit, y'all. Somebody, you earn fortune. It says when fortune appears in your life, limitations disappear. As you sit back and watch your dreams manifest before your eyes, you are filled with a profound sense of gratitude and wonder. Somebody, you are. Self-care is actually going to be your fortune, y'all. And I'm going to tell you, y'all, maybe you do self-care. Like, stop fucking. I'm just going to stop talking today. Goddamn, I'm just going to stop talking. Niche, y'all. Somebody, your niche is in some type of care. Aesthetics, personal care, I don't give a fuck. Beauty industry, wig, something. But Reiki, all of it is in self-care. Why? Because when you learn how to take care of yourself, taking care of other people's is beautiful. Now I enjoy taking care of other people. I never enjoyed taking care of people, y'all. right? I never enjoyed taking care of people. Now I do. Like, I look forward to getting off this live, cooking my kids breakfast, taking my grandbaby, sitting out back while we talk to the deers and the butterflies and talking to her, sitting on my sofa, watching TV, coming to y'all with my messages, coming back to cook dinner. I love taking care of my family now. I didn't love it before, y'all, because I was stressed out all the damn time. I was stressed out. At the point you realize you ain't got to be stressed out. You can stop and do exactly what you want for your family, and God will make sure your finances are fine. I ain't got to sit at no goddamn computer and work. Fuck that. I'm taking care of my kids, my legacy, my daughter, my Gigi baby, the three. Because they didn't think I would, y'all. That's why I love it. Think I would. They thought that my daughter was going to be calling them, talking about mommy not helping me with the baby. Mama working. She ain't there. Fuck that. God knew my baby was going to have a baby before I did. God had already cleared my entire schedule so she could be right here at my house so I can take care of my Gigi baby. And guess what? They all pissed off because ain't nobody calling saying shit. Hello. Y'all know I have to get them because I'm a healer. Hello. Somebody, you a healer. Somebody, my story and your story got to be identical because at this point, I swear I'm reading myself. Hello, healer. Somebody, you a healer. It says you are able to provide great comfort and support to those who you are on your healing journey, whether their pain is physical, emotional, or spiritual. But when you step into your healing, guess what? You understand that you can do it, y'all. You can do it. I tell you, y'all, you do. And you prove them wrong, y'all. See, let me tell you something, y'all. Miss Siobhan is one of my best friends, y'all. And she was helping me a lot. But then she got sick, right? So she couldn't even be here. I can guarantee you everybody in my family has been over there talking about, oh, Miss Siobhan taking care of her and the baby and the kids. No, I'm doing that shit on my own. Why? Because I'm an empress, bitch. I can run businesses, take care of babies, burp them motherfuckers, show my baby how to nurse her baby. Why? Because I nursed all four of my kids. I'm an empress. My 10-year-old, y'all. And I'm going to tell you, ladies, if you are nursing, don't stop your child from nursing until they ready. Do not stop them until they ready. That is society, y'all. I nursed my last daughter, Jacqueline. First of all, before I tell you the age that I stopped nursing her, and I wanted to stop, y'all. God knows I did, but she was not letting that shit go. Before I tell you the age, let me tell you about my baby. Jacqueline, y'all, has taught herself how to play by ear and read music. She's 10. She sit her ass here and she sings on key. She takes voice. She has been in fucking gymnastic competitions at 5 and 6 and 1. Then her ass went to damn states for tap dancing, y'all, at 5. My baby ain't tapped in her life. Went to tap dancing school, y'all, and won the fucking competition the first time. I nursed her until she was 4. So for everybody, she ain't never been sick, ain't have COVID, never had an ear infection. That motherfucker so smart, she get on my nerves. This girl edits and posts TikToks that I can't even edit and do. So I'm going to tell you, y'all, give your child your milk until they don't want it no more. I literally finally had to stop her. So let me tell you this, y'all. Your milk will keep going. 4 years old. My baby would go to daycare, come back and say, all right, Ma, I want a boob. I say, Jackie, you cannot keep getting on my boob. Shut up, Miss Siobhan. I say, Jackie, you cannot be on my boob, girl, you fool. And I will always be concerned with what people thought. I was never concerned. It's milk, y'all. It ain't pleasure. I ain't getting no pleasure out of being on my damn boob, right? But you got to understand, I was insecure because I wondered what people would think because my 3 and 4-year-old was still nursing. And then guess what I realized? Bitch, this is my house, right? I didn't nurse her in public because you don't want to be nursing no damn baby. This a whole child at this point, right? So I didn't do that shit in public, y'all. That's stupid. You got to understand balance. But if we was at the house, child, please. And if you come over and you at my house talking about why my baby nursing, because she my fucking child, you retard. Don't come in my house question what the fuck I do. I ain't going to do it in public. That's respect. Thank you, Nikki. I ain't gonna do it in public, but what I do in my house is my house. Why? Because clearly I'm a healer. Why? Because I got 4 beautiful kids. My son has had 3 open heart surgeries. I'm just talking now. If y'all got to go out, understand. But my son, y'all, had 3 open heart surgeries. He had tricuspid atresia. He was born with only 3 of the 4 of his chambers of his heart. He perfectly fine. Why? Because I nursed him. I'm a healer. He perfectly fine. He went through 3 open heart surgeries before the age of 3 years old. And he is 19 and just graduated from high school and is perfectly fine. Why? Because I'm a healer. If you are a healer, you better nurse your kids, y'all. That's crazy. Somebody, you a healer. All right, and that is your fortune. And I'm gonna tell you, y'all, some of us will make it. Well, I've already done it. So I'm gonna tell you, it's real, y'all. Right? You can make a fortune, and your destiny is of a healer. I love this message today, y'all. This is for a healer. Look, connection. Beautiful connection, y'all. A special connection will open doors for you on your path, y'all. It may be a partner or a mentor, a client, or a helpful friend. A client, entrepreneur, healer, somebody, you got a famous client that's gonna set you up for life, is what I just heard God say. Say that shit, y'all. Somebody, you have a client. This is a very specific message. You have a client that's actually going to set you up along your whole path, y'all. That's beautiful. Let me get the final one, y'all. All right. You a healer, y'all. You are absolutely a healer, y'all. Yep, promotion. All right, you being spiritually promoted, y'all. Look, that thing say dream job at the bottom of the deck. Somebody, you being elevated. It says elevated earnings come hand in hand with heightened responsibility. Somebody, you being spiritually promoted. Absolutely, y'all. Spiritually promoted. All right, let me get a few of these Star Cleo cards, y'all, before I do my angel numbers. All right. Somebody accept it. I know I accept mine, y'all. I told God yesterday. No, I told God, I think a couple days ago. I said, if I got to go by myself, I'm going, y'all. I wouldn't give 2 fucks. Why? Because I'm a shaman. Hello. Y'all, I'm reading myself today. I'm sorry. No, I'm reading y'all. Shamans, y'all. Shaman. If you got to go by yourself, you going. I don't care who come with me, y'all. If I got to go by myself, I'm going, y'all. So somebody, if you got to go by yourself, you going. It says a shaman is a priest or a priestess who uses magic for the purpose of curing the sick, divining the hidden, and controlling events. Shamans have the ability to heal the sick, to communicate with the other world, and often to escort the souls of the dead to the other world. And let me tell you why you so powerful, y'all. See, you have already been the chosen. It says chosen keeper of sacred scrolls, y'all. That's when you know stuff and you don't know how you know it. That's what that is, y'all. It's how you know stuff and you just don't even know how you know it. It says a sacred chosen individual handpicked by God possesses an aura of divine purpose. They radiate wisdom, humility, and unwavering sense of spirituality. This chosen one is marked by a profound connection to the sacred scroll, a vessel of ancient sacred knowledge. Their eyes seem to carry the weight of centuries of wisdom, and their demeanor exudes a sense of serenity and purpose. They are often seen in deep contemplation, seeking to decipher the profound teachings within the sacred scroll and share its transformative wisdom with those seeking enlightenment. You read a lot, y'all. You study ancestry, you study mythology, you study astrology, right? You are and you become a wealth of knowledge. I know a little bit about a lot. And I know a lot about a lot. That is what makes me a great teacher, y'all. I can read cards and pull real life information into it because I live it, y'all, right? So when you understand that you are a keeper of the sacred scrolls, God has already given you the knowledge that you need. And that's why it's a part of your destiny, y'all. Somebody, this is literally just a part of your DNA. All you just been waiting is on the time, y'all. Say that shit. Somebody, it was just timing. I'm hearing God say it was never a denial. Thank you for the flower. It was never a denial, y'all. This has been about God's timing. It says divine timing is the idea that events happen at the perfect moment as determined by a higher power. It's your time, y'all. It's beautiful. Somebody, it's your time. Promotion is here and it's coming through a connection that you have. Yeah, astral projection. Somebody, you've already seen it. It says the ability of a person's spirit to travel to distant places. Somebody, you thought you was dreaming, but you were already seeing what it is that God has for you. It says a supernatural phenomenon in which a person's astral body and consciousness are said to separate from the physical body and travel, y'all, and travel to different places of existence. It's just your time. And you've already seen it, y'all. Like God has already shown you where it is that you're going. You was just waiting on the to see the car. Because I heard like the vessel, the chariot, right? You was just waiting to see what car you gonna go in. Somebody, you're a spiritual lawyer. All right. You defend, speak, and represent. Defend, speak, and represent. Approach divine counsel on behalf of others, bringer of karmic justice, divine authority to spiritually assist someone under judgment, y'all. Anointed to balance the karmic scales. Somebody, you anointed to balance karmic scales. Y'all, this time travel keeps coming out. Because let me tell you, y'all, it's like now I'm seeing Back to the Future. Any movie, y'all, that talks about time travel, because we got a lot of time in here, a lot about time. All right. Because you need the knowledge of the past in order to make decisions in the present that will impact the future. That is a seer, right? A seer has the ability, me, to look at your past, tell you how your past will absolutely show up in the present moment. And the present moment is an indication of the future. So stop letting people tell you that it's not. Every choice you make today is an indication of your future. The reason you ain't got money in the future is because you're making bad choices today, right? So you got to understand, too many people want to project into the future to see what the prophecy is. But the prophecy will not be fulfilled if you don't make the right choices in the present moment. Making the choices in the present moment means that you got to look at your past. People don't want to look at their past. They don't want to go back, right? Time travel. It says you're able to open gateways to realms outside of this dimension. And you also have the ability to jump timelines, whether it's back to the past or the future. You were born with this rare gift and ability. You need that to help people, y'all. You cannot be a real healer if you cannot tell people how they past impacts their present and what that will look like in the future. That just means you operating out of one gift. Prophecy is a gift. Psalm singing is a gift, right? Those are spiritual gifts. A seer is who you are. It is not a fucking gift. You are a seer, and a seer embodies all of the gifts, which is why you cannot be afraid of shadow work. You cannot be afraid of death. You cannot be afraid of darkness, y'all. If you fear those things, then you can operate in some gifts, but you won't operate in the totality of your gift, y'all, because now you're only looking at prophecy or forward thinking, right? You only looking at healing people in the present moment, but you don't have the ability to go backwards, right? You got to be able to do it all, y'all, in order to be a shaman. Now, not everyone is a shaman. Some people are just spiritually gifted, right? Someone who can sing and set the people free, they have the gift of song, right? Whitney Houston had the gift of song. There are many people that have spiritual gifts. That don't make you a shaman or a seer. Somebody, you got healing hands, right? Healing hands don't mean that you're a seer, y'all. Healing hands means that you can work with the energy in your body, pull it into your hands, and heal people with it. Not every healer of the hands is a seer. You got to understand gifts, y'all, spiritual gifts. All right. It says you're able to use universal energy within your hands to help others alleviate spiritual, physical, or mental suffering while clearing energetic blocks. All right. Let's get into your Angel numbers. Oh, God said get the one at the bottom right quick. Let's talk about this. Psychic dreams. All right. It says psychic dreams. Becoming more aware of your dreams can allow you to make better choices and avoid tragedy and embarrass. Oh, I'm sorry. To avoid tragedy and embrace the positive changes that may be about to happen. All right. Somebody, it's your dreams. You got psychic dreams. All right, all of these are spiritual gifts, y'all, and not everybody has all of the gifts, y'all. For example, I never remember my dreams. So I want you to people to understand some stuff I remember dreams every now and then. I remember the important ones. But I am a lucid dreamer, y'all. I can sit here quiet and dream wide awake. God needs your ass to sleep sometimes. So I'm going to tell you, for all of my people that be like, why I don't remember my dreams? Why I don't remember my dreams? Because God don't need you occupied with that. When you are like me and you process energy all day, you're going to sleep at night, y'all. Who the fuck got time to be prophesying in their sleep? Shit. Sometimes I do. Sometimes God will wake me up through the night, but that's not every day, y'all. That's not all the time. Somebody, you dream every night, right? That's because that's your gift, right? All right, y'all, let's get into your angel numbers. If you see these numbers today, y'all, it is the universe speaking to you. All right, let's get into it, y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing day, y'all. Who that? Sleep like a baby? Me too, Leisha. I'm talking about I be sleep like a baby. All right, I be sleep like a baby. I ain't got time, y'all. I do this all day. I like my rest at night. All right, y'all. I will let you know if I will be live later on TikTok. It probably won't be for some reason because I feel like I'm resting today. So I will definitely keep y'all posted if God says different. Because I listen to God, y'all. I'll pull a card on me, y'all. I will literally pull a card on me. Because sometimes you be feeling like you want to do stuff, right? But sometimes God say it's not time. All right. Also, for my content creators, the algorithms are changing again. All right. That's just an update for somebody. All right. The algorithms are changing, y'all. Something is resetting. God gave me that download the other day. All right. So do not look at your views and your lives and all of that. Don't nobody care, y'all. There's a reset that's taking place. All right. In the algorithm. So you just gotta, it's like you're being aligned with the people who really resonate on your new timeline and your new frequency. In order for that to take place, y'all, there's always a dip, right? Before it goes back up. All right. There's always, is that an I? Thank you, Marky, because I was looking at that and trying to figure out if that's an I or an L. Okay. Thank you. Because I looked at that and it is crazy. When I said it, I looked and I'm like, is that an I or an L? Thank you. All right, Aisha, I got you. Because I'm thinking, I don't know what that was, y'all. I love it. All right, y'all, let's get into the angel numbers. All right, let's get into the angel numbers. All right, remember what I said about the algorithm. Y'all, I can never make it up. The algorithm is changing, y'all. The number 5 in the comments. Everything I'm saying coming out today, y'all. 144 on the thumbs up. I love it, y'all. Man, the gift, y'all, today. Oh, child. Do I got personals to do today? I think I got 1 or 2 personals I need to get out, y'all. Y'all finna get some good ass energy. All right. It says, I am adaptable, y'all. The number 5. It says, flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change, y'all. All right, be brave and bold in your endeavors today and make sure you're able to adapt. All right, able to adapt. All right, 8. All right, the number 8, y'all. 8 is manifestation. Whatever you prayed for, you're going to get, y'all. All right. So I am successful. Somebody, you could be 58 years old. Somebody could be born at 85. It says, I am successful. Your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions by, I love that. You got to be representative, y'all, of the ebb and flow. That's what it is. It says the infinite loop of creation. Y'all know 8 is infinity, right? Infinity is the loop, and it's the infinite loop of creation. And creation is what you're manifesting, y'all. 8 is the number of manifestation. All right. What else? Angel numbers. All right. Angel numbers. I love it. 000, y'all. 000. What is that? I am a creator. Somebody, you are a powerful creator. I'm talking to some powerful people today, y'all. I love it. It says you are one with the creator and there are no limits to what you can achieve, y'all. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on earth. You got it, y'all. You meant for it. That's what I'm hearing God say. All right, look, the number 17. Y'all know this is one of my numbers. I love 17, y'all. 17 says, I am independent. I am independent. It says the quality of work you can produce when you go at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill, y'all. Somebody, you're highly independent. All right, what's the next number? All right, 00. All right, 00 is out now, y'all. It says, I am observant. This is important today, y'all, right? I'm telling you, with the sun in Cancer, moon in Scorpio, Venus in Leo, God is speaking. You got to listen, right? Angels ask for your attention. Open your eyes. Listen and think about everything that is happening. Trust your intuition and follow their guidance without any delay. Focus inward through meditation and prayer. All right, y'all, final number. If you are new to my lives, the final number I pull. If you guess the number, you get one free question. If you are part of my Discord, then send the question to Discord. I do have questions for the last 2 days to get out. All right, I got questions I still need to get out, I think from Tuesday, might be Monday and Tuesday. I can't remember. I know I got 1 or 2 to get out still. All right, but those will come out today. It's just one questions. I sent them as a voice memo. If you're on the Discord, and if you're not, you're gonna have to email your, oh, I forgot. No, you gotta send them on Discord. That was it. I sent them on the Discord. My Discord is a 7-day free trial. All right, and it's $11 a month, but Discord it gets you a lot of opportunities, y'all, for free stuff, information sessions, healing sessions, lives that I do only for the Discord, as well as things that we have going on Discord. So if your number come out and you're not on my Discord, you forfeit or get your ass on Discord. Hello. All right. We finna roll it out, y'all. We ready? Y'all got numbers flying? All right, now when the moderators put the red stop signs up, that means that no numbers will count. Is that the stop or is that the go, Marky? I think this is going to be the go because I got too many stop signs. All right, make this go. All right, put your numbers in, y'all. Let's go. Put your numbers in. All right, awesome. All right, I'm going to tell you when to stop. All right, let me get it. All right, stop. Or y'all can keep going, I should say, but y'all can put the stop signs up in a minute. I got the number out, though, so y'all can put the stop signs up when y'all feel enough people have come. All right. All right, y'all, that is the end. I'm about to flip the number over. All right, let's see what the number is, y'all. All right, the number is 18. I am kind-hearted. Did we get an 18 from anybody? I am kind-hearted. All right, it says you are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need and with the highest good of all. I am kind-hearted. Oh, well, nobody got it. Okay, y'all. All right, well, I will get the other ones back today, y'all. So I do that at the end of every live, y'all. All right, 18, y'all. Somebody, when you turn 18, you said, I'm done with these people in my life. All right, y'all, have a beautiful day. I will let you know if I plan on coming back for Wind Down Wednesday. I have not decided. All right, but I will keep you updated. It may even be here, right? Maybe I don't have enough energy to do TikTok. But this takes far less energy, y'all, because I'm not on camera. You know, TikTok, I'm on camera. That takes a lot of energy. So nevertheless, I will pray. I will ask God, and I will let y'all know, right, if I will be back. If I will be back here, y'all will always see it because I always preset the thumbnail to let y'all know when I am going to be live. If I do not, then I expect to see y'all in the morning, y'all, at 7:15 for your daily guidance. Thank you so much, Miss B Wright. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you guys for all of the live gifts. Love and light, y'all. The Lady Empath, 1111.